No, I changed it.
All right,
I still see
Stebo,
the same one.
it's your
Okay, so
time.
we're live.
We're live.
Yep.
Okay, Nikki, come on.
Outer
you
Haven.
Assemble! Dun, dun, dun.
We here.
So today's stream, we're going to talk with all of the guests about the Reverie arc, since we got announcements
Yeah.
from the Jump Festa that after
That's what we
Hulk we're going to run into the Wano and Reverie arc. And so we're going to discuss what we think about in predictions. So we'll start it off with Nikki. Have you go first?
Okay. I think it's going to be live, the Reverie arc, because now we've got from the last few chapters we've seen that were on the Reverie arc, like a flash kind of I think it was just after Dressrosa. We saw all these different kings and queens and stuff, and there's the Hitler clock guy.
What?
And what? Okay, some technical difficulties in the back. Hey, Gildarts, shut up.
Come on, Steve.
My bad.
Okay, so anyway, I think it's going to be hype. Dragons, I think, is definitely going to crash the Reverie. I think we're going to get introduced to our first Admiral, Green Bull, Green Bull's first time. I think we'll see Kobe. We'll see them bring up Blackbeard, because Blackbeard's just been doing crazy shit ever since the last meeting they had. Like, he's become super powerful. He's literally fought with every kind of person in the One Piece world. Literally now, he's beaten a Yonko. He's become a Yonko. He's fought the revolutionaries. He's fought the Marines. He's a very dangerous man at this moment, and his crew. And obviously they're gonna bring up Luffy as well, because Luffy's just Luffy doing his thing. And then it'll be interesting to see when they bring up the poneglyphs and stuff, and how people react, and how all the there's some Luffy fanboys in those kings and queens now, because there's people that support Luffy there and see the dynamic with the rest of the government alliance. So it'll be very interesting. So that's my kind of short synopsis on it.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever wants to go next. I don't know if anyone wants to touch upon that.
I mean, like, realistically speaking, like, we know with Cobra, like, he's gonna be asking information about the poneglyphs and, like, you know, why, like, were certain secrets kept a secret from him, because we know that the world government, like, knows more about what's going on. So I think the Reverie is gonna pretty much be the event that we're like, everyone's gonna be asking questions, and eventually, like, we're gonna get an answer. We won't get everything, but we might get one big answer that could lead to more questions that lead to more answers.
Yeah, to me, the biggest thing I think we're going to see is we're going to eventually see, obviously, I think it's 13 commanders that Dragon Hand under his crew.
Yeah.
And, like, see what positions they hold. Like, for instance, Ivankov is a commander, I believe, and he is holding the Kambaka Kingdom. And then we have people like Koshiro, who has his own dojo, which I assume is going to be commander. But, like, I want to see, like, what other places. Like, maybe we'll, like, get commander from, like, Kano, or maybe even one from Wano.
Yeah.
Like, all these, like, independent countries. Maybe even something like from like Elbaf or something like that.
Yeah, that would be a nice twist.
Because like these people are supposed to be like, you know, up and coming still, but like they're supposed to now be, I feel like, equal to a lot of the top brass. So like, you know, each commander, in my opinion, is probably gonna be like vice admiral level or so.
Yeah.
Something to even out the playing field. Then I honestly, the thing I'm most hoping for is I really want to see, if Dragon does invade, his actual top commander that's above Sabo. I want to see who that person is. Like I'm really, really hyped for that person above everyone else, to be honest.
That's the guy they showed in the manga panel with like the beard and like the helmet kind of looking thing. Yeah.
Like, so
looking at it now, it kind of does think that it's gonna be someone from Elbaf.
Yeah, like yeah, whoever it is just gonna be crazy. Then like we'll probably find out about the crow user from Dressrosa that like carried Sabo. I feel that'd be another top person up there.
Well, it's quite logical. It's quite logical to think about. There's a lot of hints about Elbaf, so it would be logical if there's something about Elbaf be talked about at the Reverie, or if there will be somebody of Elbaf there.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. It depends if Elbaf's part of the world government, though. I'm not even sure.
Yeah,
I don't think they are.
I'll say Elbaf, I think it's an independent nation. The only thing special with them is like going back to like, you know, the idea of lumberjacks and stuff like that, is we somehow have to get the tree of Adam wood that's like sold on the black market. That's like the Thousand Sun he's made out of. And I would assume, because those trees are so damn big and so strong, that only like Elbaf giants would be able to actually cut them. So I feel like we'll probably see more about that, and we might even get links to the underground. Because the underground is another place where I thought we were eventually going to go to at one point in time, is to get like an underground broker arc. Being that like after Punkazzer, they kind of like mentioned it so much, and like we saw a bunch of big names and like some that we didn't even know of.
But just so this is a side question, but do you guys think that some of the people in the underground were Germa? So I think at least one of the
I
group
feel like
was.
yeah, like the one guy that always interested me the most was the older grandpa looking guy. If you look at the panels or look at the anime, there's an older guy who like kind of looked like he was a German people, because you know how like Yanji, he has the headphones on his left and right ears. It looked like an older version of that. So like I thought that would be interesting if that was somehow Judge's dad. But like who knows? Like it'd be cool if like for people that've seen Hunter x Hunter, the older guy, Killia's grandpa, Zeno, if there's something like that, like how OP that guy is.
Man, I need to catch up on my anime, man. Everyone just keeps saying all these names and shit.
Yeah, but like, yeah, I want to see what, because like, I just want to see what they're gonna eventually do with all these characters, because like like they mentioned in Germa's first introduction that people, from royalty such as Germa would be there, but now that they've given out their position, they cannot they can no longer basically come to the Reverie. So like, I want to see how they like react to that. And like, oh, go ahead.
I think I mentioned that in Brago's stream. I said that the merging with Big Mom is gonna fail, and then Reiju, if she gets the leader position of Germa 66, she will probably still remain in the Reverie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it depends if the news like reaches like that quickly. You know what I mean? It's like if they, let's say, like depending like how many days it'll take from the end of Whole Cake Island to the beginning of the Reverie, if they're gonna find out about that knowledge. Like I feel like all that is gonna come towards like, let's say, the end of Wano, when like they find out like Judge has been taken down, someone's new who's taking over Germa, and then Kaido potentially who falls to one of the Yonkos. So that's like big news. You lose a C in the Reverie, you lose one of the three great powers.
But isn't Reverie before Wano?
Right, but it's like the lead up to, right? But it depends on like if they can get the information in by that time. That's what I'm saying.
But you don't think that
because like the only way for them to get that information is if someone from Germa were to send it to the world government, or else they had a Marine as a spy that found out the information and sent it to them.
Yeah, but what do you mean? I mean, look, that's what I'm trying to say as well, because if the merging fails before anyone finds out, and they only know that Reiju is the top now, they'll probably stay in the Reverie, right?
Right, but let's say like for example, a character like Absalom, who we know like has a thing where he takes photos and does the newspaper, all that stuff. Let's say for example like he was there, then I would believe okay, then like probably either before the Reverie, they're gonna find out that information that like Germa has a new leader and all that stuff, and then they find out about the alliance with Big Mom. So maybe they'll work like that. But otherwise, I don't see how that information is just like in a span of a day, right? And if there's no other people to cover it, right?
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's no before Absalom. Let's say it's like this: before Absalom finds out about the whole thing, probably already be failed. You know what I mean?
Kind of.
So I see the chronology like this. The whole thing in the whole cake happens. The world, something's gonna happen. Weevil and probably at the end of the arc, Reiju is gonna be the head of Germa 66 or whatever, and then move. And she has different thoughts from her father. So she may, after the one arc is over, she may just go to the Reverie like usual. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but was she get? That's the thing though. Like, do you think it takes a day to get from Whole Cake Island to Marijoa? Because it has to take even longer than that.
Yeah,
like, we heard like trips like certain like shit like certain trips would take like a month or two to get to like point A to point B. Right? It's like logically speaking, it's probably impossible to get from Whole Cake Island to Marijoa in 1 day.
Yes. But the question,
even with the calm bell, it's almost impossible.
Well, the question is, how long is the Reverie? Because to me, 1 day doesn't seem like it's enough for everyone to talk everything over.
Well, in the One Piece verse, man, like if you really think about it, like we spent like 2 years in Dressrosa, and they took care of it in like 2 days, 3 days max. If you count in like the post arc stuff. So I could see the whole meeting being taken care of in an entire day, but to us, it's gonna feel like even longer, especially if like we have it in the beginning of like, before Wano, and then after Wano they kind of conclude it. So technically, it's within the same day, but for us, like obviously in real time, a lot's already passed.
Fair point. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, like the only thing with the like how long it's gonna be is I'd assume it's gonna be somewhere where like for instance Stellar, right? He's staying in a hotel, so I'd assume that it's gonna be over a day or so. But like it could finish in a day because like we don't really know how long. Like the one like for instance like Vivi's arc, right, which had a flashback. We don't know how long that lasted, but like at one point in time like they all left for a bit, and we don't know if that was like a recess, like in like a jury like meeting, or like if that was actually like the day was over and then they're gonna go sleep and then come back the next day, or what's gonna happen. But like the one thing for sure, I think the bigger factors in this arc are gonna be the mention of Dragon, the mention of Blackbeard, and then the mention of Luffy. I think those are gonna be the three base things. And then like I guess another thing actually would be probably the biggest is probably the Shichibukai. Like if somehow Fuji shows up and he mentions that, and like or like even like someone like Riku mentions it, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I think that the part with the warlords is going to be a big part in the whole Reverie. I think the biggest one even.
Yeah, because like if they decide, right, let's say they somehow decide and they take a vote on it, like they end up getting rid. Because if they mention it and they talk about voting, it's for sure get rid of. Like I feel like if they get rid of it, then like people like Mihawk, like who has been kind of living off of it in a sense, like because like it's not like random pirate crews are gonna come and like take his head, but some will try, I'm sure. But like this is like the best guy, but people like Buggy, right, who are doing like illegal things and who's decently strong in terms of his crew. But like I feel they would get taken out by some people, and then like I'm trying to think who else there is. Like Weevil, I don't think would really give a shit to be honest. But yeah, like certain characters I feel like are living like Boa. Boa I think is the biggest thing because like if she loses her status, right? What's stopping like the Celestial Dragons from like, oh yeah, like I want like 2 Amazons today to like have as slaves. Like she would have to then herself fight vice admirals and maybe even an admiral, depending on who the Celestial Dragons would send out to like kidnap Amazons. And
that's kind of crazy how much like the impact of it's kind of crazy the impact of a decision can have on the One Piece world. Like, because then the Marines won't be as powerful as they once were once they lose the Shichibukai as well.
But what if they tell about CP9?
What about CP9?
Oh, CP0, sorry. What about if they're gonna avail about the CP crew?
Oh, you mean in the Reverie they talk about CP0? Oh, okay. I thought they would have done that more in like a revolutionary arc, to be honest, than Reverie.
What do you mean by
CP0 to me are like
what do you mean? Like what would they talk about them? Because I always felt like those people were like not known to the rest of the world for the most part.
Exactly. But like if Dragon will show up, I think it will definitely be talk about it, and people will hear about it, and it's gonna be like, huh, what's going on?
But will they believe him though? Because Dragon is basically considered a terrorist to most people.
Yeah, I think so.
Nah, I don't think, because the minute Dragon pops up, everyone's gonna be real uncomfortable in that room. Because people will know either someone's gonna start talking a bit of crap like, who's this guy, this terrorist Dragon, and other people who know Luffy, they're like, that's Luffy's dad, so it would be cool then.
The terrorist.
I'm quite curious also about if Dragon show up and Kuma is there, what's gonna happen?
Like I still like you guys. So this is a good debate. Like who here thinks like Kuma is actually completely like under the control of the government, and who thinks the opposite?
I think the opposite.
I think he's got as a button that Dragon can switch on or something. Like just switches him, not his personality back, but he controls Kuma again. I think he has lost his personality probably.
I think the real question is, what did Kuma and Vegapunk? What did Kuma and Vegapunk? What was their agreement? I think that's a big question.
I think Vegapunk's secretly working for the Revs. To be honest, I think he's.
That's
always
what
been
I'm
working.
thinking as well. Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm thinking as well.
But even if he isn't, suppose they made an agreement. What could that agreement be?
Well, I mean, I thought like the agreement was like basically you let me fully operate on you, therefore I can guard the ship. Like that was their agreement at the time. If that's the agreement you're talking about.
I mean, between Vegapunk and Kuma.
No, that's what I'm talking about. Because
Yeah,
are you talking about the one like where he said, you know, I'll if you let me guard the ship for 2 years, I'll then let you like basically operate on me.
You guys really think that's all there is to it? I mean, there has to
I
be
think so.
closed doors meeting between Vegapunk and.
Well, I'm saying the Vegapunk and Kuma are both.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Revs.
Yeah. I forgot about that. But I think there's some closed doors. There's been some closed doors talk.
But, if
But
they're on
like,
the same
this
side,
is my point. But when we talk about Vegapunk, I see him in a context of just being a scientist. So like most scientists are just like they just base stuff on facts. He's funding them money. They don't really care about politics and stuff. They just do what they really want to do and study that stuff. So to me, Vegapunk's just like he doesn't care about the world government, but he doesn't care about the revolutionary fight either. He's just doing what he wants to do to like just improve his knowledge of the One Piece world and devil fruits and you know all that stuff.
yeah,
So
like
could he and Kuma have something special going on?
well,
It's a possibility. It's a possibility, but I'm not sure to be honest. I don't think so.
yeah, like, I personally just think that like when the time comes, right, they're secretly gonna like let their plan come to fruition, and then they're both gonna like escape the Marines and then go back to Dragon. It's kind of like he's been like sitting in like that like place for the longest time, waiting for Dragon's signal to like come, kind of like Ivankov, right? Like Ivankov and then Impel Down was waiting for Dragon to make his move before he would come out of 4 or 5.5. So like, but then when he saw Luffy, he's like, oh okay, like now I have to move. But he's like, my original plan was to wait until Dragon told me to do something.
So what do you guys think goes on in Vegapunk's mind?
Part of me thinks it's like he's, you know, he's like a genius scientist, so like he's doing what he wants to do for science. But at the same time, I do think like he's gonna do it because, for instance, like going back to Frankie, where Frankie landed on his childhood island of Vegapunk, he was fixing what like animals and stuff like that that were like basically like near death and whatnot. So like he's a good-hearted person, I feel like. So I feel like there's no way he's like an actual evil Marine. So I feel like he's gonna like eventually do whatever their plan is with Dragon. Like I don't think he's a bad person.
Because we did see Judge. He's also very interested in obviously science, but he also had an ambition.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. I don't think Vegapunk has an ambition. I just think he just wants to just do his research. He's just neutral. Like he's Switzerland. He's basically Switzerland. He doesn't give a fuck about everyone else's problems.
You're kind of wrong on that because Vegapunk did say that he was trying to build this kind of big boiler that basically didn't have enough electricity to basically heat it up. And he basically said that he went to work for the government. Well, he got caught, but we thought in the beginning he worked because the government has more money, so they could probably supply him with enough money to basically build that giant boiler here that he's trying to build because the country is so cold.
Oh, you mean what was that Frankie's kind of post time skip stuff, or I don't know?
No, you were talking about Vegapunk not having like a dream or something or an ambition. I'm telling you that this is
No, what I'm saying is he has an ambition, but it's his research. He doesn't care about politics and stuff like that, about the world government, that they're evil or the revolutionaries are good. He just wants to do his research. That's how I see Vegapunk as a scientist. So to me, he'll just do stuff to further his research kind of thing. So he doesn't have any feeling to either side.
A fair note would be, you said Vegapunk is like Switzerland, right?
Yeah, like he doesn't need to get involved in any other people's business.
His island has landscapes of Switzerland, mountains and snow.
I just like also one thing off topic. Any of you guys read The Promised Neverland yet? Because I've been trying to read it. Anytime I see it, I basically cock block myself not to read it.
People say it's really good, but I've seen it. After I catch up with Kingdom, I might start reading that too.
Yeah, because I think there are around chapters now. So is it really good?
From what I hear, it's really good. Yeah, I haven't personally read it, but I hear it's good.
What's it called again? Cronus Neverland.
Yeah.
Cronus Neverland.
Oh, okay.
Okay, go back. Go. Okay, you can just talk what you were talking about.
Okay, I was gonna say, do you think someone's gonna start a war in Reverie? Because I think Wapol, the minute he sees Dalton, it's gonna be beef, straight beef. It's gonna be like, this motherfucker now's ruling the kingdom. Like, fuck you,
Yeah,
Dalton.
I don't know what's gonna like. For instance, like for sure, Wapol's gonna see Vivi, and like they're gonna probably like butt heads. But like people like Dalton, right, are probably gonna stick up for her. Like I think it's gonna be a chain of events. Either when Luffy gets mentioned, right, they're all gonna start talking about it. Like all the like.
You're talking about Wapol and Vivi?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and Wapol and Dalton as well.
I wonder if she's gonna take another slap from him. Like I don't know if that's an anime thing or it's a filler anime thing. Or
No,
that's
that was canon.
because I want to know if she's gonna dodge the slap this time or just take it.
No, like well,
Nah.
I think she'll like probably punch him in the face. To be honest, if anything.
I think she'll take it.
Well, I don't think they'd let it because like people like Dalton are there and stuff. No way that they're gonna let that happen. And people,
Yeah.
Like the reason before is like they had a small army before, right? And like they couldn't really do anything because like Drum Kingdom was such a big thing, and like they basically said like if anyone like says anything wrong to the other factor, so like let's say if like Riku said something to Vivi, right? And it's like you stupid bitch or something like that. That would start a war instantly.
Wait, Riku? You mean
no, I'm not saying. I'm just giving random examples. That would never happen. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying though, if a king or queen were to tell another king or queen something they don't like, that would start a war. I was just trying to give you a random example.
Okay, go.
But so like going back to what I said, like let's say like you know, I'll give you a better like more example would be like if Wapol told Dalton right now, you know, haha, like you know, screw your kingdom, like it's garbage. They would have a potential to be able to go to war with each other. So like that's why people watch their mouth. That's why Vivi took the slap before. But now that like they've like Luffy basically backing them and that they're a lot stronger, like they have a united army now. Like there's no way that she's taking that lying down.
Yeah, but when it comes to Wapol, I don't think Wapol has like
he doesn't care. Don't get me wrong.
No. I don't think he has the people in his kingdom. I don't think they.
No, he does actually.
Because I think that at the first sign of trouble, they would bail, just leave Wapol to face the army alone. While we got Riku and.
Have you been reading the front cover stories for Wapol?
Yeah, I've seen the front story.
Yeah, he has like you know basically a demon. It's called Evil Drum.
Evil Drum. Yeah, that money is based on the kingdom is based on money.
Yeah, but like I'm still saying like if he pays people, like he could pay
mercenaries. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he pays them because they see he's a rich guy, so they're gonna get paid more.
Yeah, like the liqueur, right, that we saw, that's more than likely Wapol's invention. So like things like that are in Dofi's hands, like he has like dealings with market people. Like all those pirates, right? That were dealing with Dofi that were gonna attack Luffy after Dressrosa, those people would like fight for Wapol because he's getting them supplies of weapons and stuff.
We don't know if it's him.
I mean, it's pretty obvious. Come on, liquor and ore.
Yeah, it's pretty much because after seeing his ability as well, like his devil fruit ability, it makes sense as well.
Because I said specifically that this was never a thing before, and out of nowhere it showed up.
Yeah, but his ability is just like eating things and just creating a merger of things, not creating some new material.
No, but so Wapol metal, right? That's how he made his money to buy Drum Kingdom, right? The evil Drum Kingdom. That was made.
We don't know. We don't know how the Wapol metal was created. Like it could be a metal that he found on some random kingdom.
No, Wapol metal was created from him specifically.
Listen, when I see proof, I'll believe it. But I'm just gonna say that he probably found some uncharted island because One Piece has uncharted islands. He probably found one, and there was like a material in there, so he basically made his wealth out of it. So he basically called it Wapol metal.
From my understanding, he made it specifically.
But which one do you think is actually more likely, though? It's more likely that he'd make it himself than find an uncharted island.
Like that's what his
toys when we saw Wapol, he never created minerals and shit. He created like
right. So right here, I'm looking at the description of it. It says Wapol metal is a special metal discovered by Wapol. By combining it with certain other metals, he turns garbage into toys, manufactured via his Baku Baku no Mi powers. It was this metal that turned him from a homeless bum into a wealthy CEO of a toy company.
That's what I told you. I just said it.
But I'm saying he's creating things with it.
But he found it. It wasn't like just Wapol metal just lying there.
But what I'm saying with the liquors, I'd assume because it's liquor and ore that like
It could be somebody else. I'm probably thinking maybe the Vince looks.
I don't know.
Probably the Vince books are basically selling him Wapol, the other liquor thing, or maybe some random other kingdom.
Maybe, but we'll see. I guess. Sure, we'll see in Wano.
And by the way, what do you guys think about because I think at least one celestial dragon will be at the meeting. You guys think? What do you guys think about that?
It's not like every celestial dragon is going to be interested in being there. Like the one I want to be there is the one that got punched.
Oh, in the face by Luffy, yeah.
Yeah. Just mentioning the name Luffy would just piss him off or make him scared.
Yeah, that's so true. Actually, that would be funny.
Yeah, he's one of the sons, right?
He's one of two children.
Yeah.
Wait, who mentioned that? Because props to that person. Who said that?
Well, me. But
what?
What about the celestial dragons? Or
yeah, the one that Luffy punched.
Yeah, I said his name was Saint Charlos.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great mention because now I have an idea of what could happen.
Honestly, I'm waiting for Charlos or one of them to show up. And
look, if the celestial dragon sticks his nose in there, we both know the fishmen are.
Look. I know. I think I know. So I said in Brago's stream as well, there's going to be a lot of tension in the Reverie, because on the one side you have the Marines who despise Luffy, and on the other side you have people like Shirahoshi and Vivi and
Rebecca,
a lot of queens, if possibly Reiju. So there's going to be some tension, even if Dragon is not there. So now you said that the Celestial Dragon could be present there. Do you have any idea what could happen? So imagine the tension. The whole thing could result in the Celestial Dragons and significantly weakening the Marines by not only the Shichibukai, but also by removing those Luffy fans, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they'd go to join Luffy's fleet, and then it's a whole different.
The only thing I can see out of the Celestial Dragon is that they come in there, they see lesser humans. In this case, the fucking fishmen. They want to grab them, especially the big bitch. Especially the big bitch. If they grab her, she starts screaming. Fucking Sea Kings will come crashing down Mary Jo, and then we the region. Oh fuck, Poseidon, we gotta kill her or contain her, or whatever.
I see in the chat that Virgo was talking about Dofi and in the Reverie and his knowledge about the national treasure.
But Dofi's on his way to Impel Down, right? So there's no way.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that he's going to be there. But
I think he's already there.
But I still think that is going to be a thing that Dofi, about everything that happens with Dofi and stuff.
Because why do you think Dofi's not already impelled down? Like, we don't impel down. Like, it's like, what did they say? Obama Hancock said it was a week. It could it takes 3 days to get there. 3 days on a Marine ship. So it's been 14 days since Luffy went to, no, at least 17 days. If you add the Big Mom thing in 3 days and the 14 days they spent on Zoe. So it's been more than enough time. He's probably in there in chains.
Okay, you got me. Yeah, I forgot about the time, how long it's been together. So,
And is there a possibility that Germa will show up there still with Judge or somebody?
Nah, there can't be. There's no way they'll make it in time because everything that's gonna happen in Whole Cake to me looks bad for German. 100%.
I remember Braga was saying one thing that I don't know who was saying. They said that the majority of Vince Smoke Party was over there, they're gonna send some representative over in Mary Jo's. But seeing how the Vince Smoke country works on the back of snails, you would need one snail to walk away, or otherwise you can't create the German country.
Yeah.
So that means they won't be attending. They're gonna be all there.
And like he wouldn't choose anybody that's outside of his family, immediate family, to represent them. I don't think.
So they will be there.
No, they won't. They won't be.
There'll be a whole cake because I think if there's one Vinsmoke or either one member of the Vinsmoke army missing, Big Mom might see that as an insult, and you know how crazy she is. Yeah. Let's see, she invited all the Straw Hats, and they were okay of Sanji marrying the port, and they sent only Sanji. She could be pissed, like, what the fuck? What were the other people? Where the other Straw Hats? I called them over, off with their heads.
Yeah, I get your point.
What the hell are you doing, Ashura, man? Are you like you're fucking playing with sandpaper or some shit?
Nah, basically, I went out, I bought some shit.
Oh, okay, cool.
I've got a bunch of bags, Christmas presents.
Yeah, like I don't know if you guys are reading the chat or not, but like Blackleg made a perfect like examples. Like once Cobra mentions the things he's going to talk about, right? That's going to raise a lot of questions for it, not only like the government, but for all the other kings, like especially the original kings, right? Since they hold higher power than the other ones. It's like, what do you guys think that like they did, like the original like Cobra's family, like the Nefertari family, did to upset the government to get to where they're at?
And the rest of the Celestial Dragons.
They didn't actually do it.
They
because
they didn't take the Celestial Dragon position, right? But at the same time,
they didn't do. They just didn't take the Celestial Dragon position. They just stayed there.
But there's more to it. There is more.
It can't be more to it than just
because why would they have a sandcastle kingdom basically while everyone else is like in Dressrosa and whatnot? You know what I'm saying?
Because the celestial dragons equal almost ultimate power to do anything you want. So basically, you not going there, you rejecting it. It's like, okay, we're still going to respect you, but you're not going to be on that dragon level, celestial dragon tier where we're going to obey every fucking thing you say.
Yeah.
Like
but to me, there's going to be more to it.
Like the way I understood it is, all the celestial dragons had their own land, like how Nefertari has now, and then they moved all the way to Mariboa, and then they got the option, if you want to leave, you can go back home to your land, or you can stay there. So even though I know what you're saying about the sand land doesn't seem that good, but I think it was theirs to begin with anyway. It wasn't like a punishment or anything like that.
The thing about it, I want to know like how the Nefertaris were, the past Nefertaris, were they good people?
I think they were good for
Doflamingos.
I think they were the good people for the Jogo Kingdom, right? And I think they were the ones that like helped some of the D's get away, maybe, and that's why they got punished.
Like, that's an interesting theory. If they let the D's like they helped them escape, you think they just like they felt remorse or something?
Well, yeah, like for me, like cause this is how I see it, right? I see that the original Jobo Kingdom, the Gorosei convinced 10 other kingdoms at the time, right? Which were the now main 10 kingdoms, like Cobra, Riku, whatnot, to basically betray the D's. And I imagine that at one point in time, right, the D's themselves like got away with the Cobra's help, but the Gorosei found out, they're like, okay, like you can still be part of the Celestial Dragon / 10 like governments, but we're gonna make you the worst of the 10, if that makes sense, by giving you the shit land.
If I was the world government, I'd say fuck you, man. I'd basically start wiping you out.
But like they still needed
that's the thing I don't understand.
They still needed their help to make a new government. Is my point.
You got fucking 19 kingdoms. Fuck the last one.
Yeah, like you could get rid of the other kingdom. That's what I'm thinking. It was just their land to begin with. That's why they just have it.
So many times I want to make kingdom references, but I can't.
I know. No spoilers, DGK.
I'm not gonna mention it, but there's so many. Like I've been taking screenshots as I read Kingdom, so I can show you like comparisons of like what I'm saying, so it makes better sense.
Okay, like, once I finish seven Deadly Sins, I'm gonna read Kingdom. So.
But yeah, like there are a lot of things. Basically, there's a lot of things that like are very similar.
Isn't that series over 7 Deadly Sins?
Oh, Kingdom, yeah.
What?
No, 7 Deadly Sins is very good. Oh wait, what?
No, I'm saying, isn't it over? Because I thought I remember something. It was the last chapter or something like that.
Wait, 7 Deadly Sins? No, it's probably on their last arc. Like right now, I think it's on this last arc. I think it's where kind of Fairy Tail's at right now. But no, it's really good. But like Kingdom is just that much better, I think, to be honest.
Do you read Fairy Tail?
Oh yeah, I'm copping like all the mainstream ones.
Yeah, I do as well.
Let me check how many people are muted here. Just a few. Like I don't know. Okay, so you're all caught up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think it's kind of BS knowing that Urza's mother was a human/dragon?
Why is
that
that
the father's a
BS?
dragon?
I think it makes sense, to be honest. Like for instance, right? Why she's in the I'll try to make it short, but why she's basically in Zeref's camp, right? Is probably to get revenge on Ichnologia, because he was the one leading the dragon like army, basically, that fought her.
Mm-hmm.
So like it makes
But
sense.
the thing I don't understand is, sorry man, sorry to interrupt, but the thing I don't understand is, there was that arc when Laxus went crazy, and then the guy who makes the runes, and he made like that whole kind of shield thing, and if you're over a certain age, you couldn't get in.
Yeah, no, that part doesn't really make sense, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
But like
So now we know Urza's like old as fuck, and then now she somehow was able to still get in that room though. So it makes no sense.
Wait, so how old do you think Urza is? 420?
Yeah, same as age as probably most of the.
No,
dragon players.
I don't think she's like. Because the way I see it, it's like Natsu should be older than her if the mother is 400 plus years old, and Natsu is 400 plus years old. So is the author going to say that somehow Urza went to the past? That's why she.
I honestly, Fairy Tail is so weird right now. Like I honestly could say I don't know what's gonna happen next.
Because I feel like this is where we're going here. She's gonna put them in some kind of time machine, or basically put the mother in a time machine, and she basically comes to the present and just has Urza there. It doesn't make sense anymore. It's like the author is just spitballing shit.
But just to get back to the Reverie, so what do you guys think? Because obviously it seems like it's going to be a short arc at the moment, because they're going to have to get to Wano fairly quick. So
I feel like it's going to be like 20 chapters at most, to be honest. I don't think it's going to be too long, but like it'll be kind of like, remember like how Zoe, right, was like very small. No one had any regards for it. Like I personally didn't think it was going to be a big arc in terms of the information we got, but like Oda, panel to panel, like chapter to chapter, like especially where the anime is right now, gave us like so much info that like it's made it one of the better arcs.
When do you think this arc will end?
This arc right now, I think we're gonna end probably, I would say, probably April. Like I think it's only gonna be like 4 months more.
Because it said it's gonna end in 2017. Like it said, a new arc will be in 2017, but they didn't say like when.
Roger made a good point though. So like July 17th, right, is like I think it's when the sakura blossoms bloom, and so like that would make sense for the Wano arc to like start. And so like there's more to it because it's like goes with like the Japanese idea of it. But to me that like what he was saying on like 2 streams ago on Brago stream made sense to me.
I don't think it's gonna be that long in June. I think it's gonna be like maybe February.
You think that's when Wano's gonna start? I think it's way too soon.
February, March, because up until July.
So what, we're gonna have what, like 12 chapters left?
Yeah, but how long can someone spam that shit? Like this ain't Boruto the movie.
But like what I'm saying is we have to have like I feel like 20 some chapters at like least for like Whole Cake to like finish off Whole Cake properly. Like there isn't much left in Whole Cake that can happen. I feel like it's really only the wedding day. I feel like the wedding day and maybe at best like the day after. But like I think the wedding day, which is what we're on next chapter, is gonna be or sorry, not next chapter. The chapter after that. That's when the wedding.
Let's say we get to Wano in July. The other Straw Hats get there. They find the other members destroyed.
Yo.
I don't know about that. I think that'd be like
wasted. Or basically completely wounded. They're fucking healing in some fucking underground somewhere.
Like I think that could be possible, but the only thing I could see happening with that would be like if Scopper, right? Basically did what Rayleigh did and came to save them, and like rescued all of them.
Really? Up in Wano?
No, Scopper. You know who that is?
I do think it was a big fat round dude. So
No.
why would
Scopper was he's basically copper of the gold, silver, and copper
he's the
trio.
third strongest.
Yeah, and
Okay,
he
but
was seen
why
in
would-
Wano already.
Okay, so
in one of the front covers.
Why are you spitballing that he's over in Wano?
We see him on the front cover. Silver.
Yo, what's up,
copper.
Juan?
A lot of you guys are basically saying all these guys up there. Like, why are you? They're gonna be the he's.
I hear an echo. Someone's echoing.
Silver.
Yo, what's up, Juan?
What's up, man?
Is that someone echoing?
No, it's gone.
Oh, okay, but basically we see him in the front cover, right?
Front cover. The only front cover I remember is the one with the Roger thing, and with the Rayleigh
There's
thing.
a front cover where we have a guy who's basically in front of someone talking to them. I can't remember who. I have to look it up. But
I
basically,
remember seeing Rayleigh taking he's seeing someone or basically drinking sake with someone. Doesn't show. I hope it was Garp.
I don't think it'd be Garp. Garp seems like the
No, you're thinking of Doctor.
Doesn't really hate the Roger crew. Like if he means former members of the Roger crew, I don't think he's gonna be mad at them.
But
Roger's dead. Let Roger's dead. Let's just let bygones be bygones. He'll be like, "Yo, what's up, man? I used to kill your boss, man. I know, bro. I used to try to kill you."
But basically what I'm saying is just that we see him in the front cover, right? And that's what leads me to believe, because like I think Wano would be the perfect spot, like because if we go by the idea that like each of their main members of the pirate, right, the rushers, like for instance, I can't think of his name, the doctor on the crew that was at the start of the red line, right?
Laboon.
Yeah, like Crowfist, yeah. So, like we had Crowfist there during the middle part of the arc, right before we get to Fishmen. After the time skip and before the time skip, we had Rayleigh, and then Scopper would be.
Is the reason why you said that the Wano arc would be beginning in July? Like, is it the fact that Sakura always have to do with samurai?
Well, like, it's the idea that Sakura blossoms bloom,
pink
and
flower.
like,
every time it's like a samurai show, a pink flower is always there. Is that why?
Well, no, we see the Wano trees, right? The Wano trees, we see Sakura blossoms. Like
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, is it because like in any samurai show you watch, there's always like a pink Sakura tree right there?
Yeah, that's what like Roger was kind of convincing me of. And, like,
that wasn't that Stebo that said that.
No, Roger brought it up in one of the other streams. Stable might have said it too, but I first read it from him when he was mentioning it.
Oh, okay.
So, like it makes sense to me. That's that's why I could see it happening. Then like going back to what we said before, like I just don't see how they could do Whole Cake Island in 12 chapters, like you say. It doesn't make sense to me.
Wait, so what do you think is going to happen from now until Wano then?
Now to Wano, I think we'll get Reverie in between.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I feel that would make sense to me.
No, we are
like,
getting Reverie. We
yeah.
are getting Reverie in between. Didn't hear the news on Vision?
No, I ain't heard nothing. What's happening?
Oh God.
Ah, okay.
Oh, he hasn't heard the news, guys.
Fake
All right,
fan.
someone.
So basically in Jump Festa, right? You know how
what is it? What's the news?
In Jump Festa, we had an official announcement from Oda and his staff that we will be getting Reverie arc and Wano arc starting together, basically like, roughly around each other in time, very, very soon. And I think they said it was.
So it's gonna be 2017, basically.
Yeah, they said it's very, very like soon, like as in like the next like 6 months.
Lord Urouge is in the house.
No, I think they're gonna juggle it.
Yeah, I don't think they could do it at the same time. I think.
No, because if you look at, remember when Oda was doing Dressrosa? Didn't he juggle this thing back and forth? He juggled it with Kid versus Kaido. He juggled it between Sanji and the other crew running from Big Mom. He juggled it
by juggle though, because like those were after each other.
Yeah, it was.
So
it was said that Greenbit and Dressrosa, the two arcs were combined. That's why.
Plus, you had when they arrived at the Zoo, they were fighting Sheephead. He was juggling, but they may not be like different chapters, but they were in chapters. What the fuck? Like, I was running from this place, then I'm from another place. Like,
so what you're saying, Ashra, is that like from the end of maybe already in Whole Cake Island, the Reverie is already starting. Like, you're gonna see.
Yeah, I think they're gonna juggle it. If Oda's bringing these things out, he likes to juggle things. He's like a lottery. He's like a lottery machine. You don't know what you're getting.
Yeah.
You might think you're getting like a linear chapter, then he basically like drops it down, puts something else in place, and you're like, okay, what's going on here? Then he goes back again. I'm like, fuck, something interesting was going right here. Why'd you go back?
I kind of like that, but I hate it at the same time because sometimes he does it at the really bad times. Like he picks a really bad time to do it sometimes. Like he'll be in the middle of some hype thing, and then he'll just switch it to something like really low key.
Remember when Kaido came in there, and he just stopped it right there. He didn't say what the fuck happened after Kaido. No fight, no nothing. Just Kaido standing in front of Kid and the others. That's it. We got hype for Kaido. That's no fight, no nothing. Just Kid in a cell. And some 20, 50 chapters later, Kid is in the cell, bloodied.
So, like, what do you think is going to happen for you guys for like Wano? Like,
well, before you answer that, when do you guys think Wano is actually going to start?
I think when it comes to Wano, since Kid is in, I think that since the kid pirates are there, they're probably going to get Kid and his crew, Hawkins, and maybe if what's that music dude called again? Apu. If he's trolling, and he's basically trying to save his ass, but will stab Kaido in the back, then I can see this a conglomeration of all those, basically the number ones from the fourth generation fighting against Kaido. Because you ain't Luffy ain't beating Kaido.
Oh no, yeah, they have to team up for sure.
The major heads of the fourth generation are going to go against Kaido. That's how I see it. There's too many badasses in Wano right now to think that the Smart Hands and the Samurais can take him all out. Because if the Samurais were badasses, how Oda likes to hype the Samurais from so long ago, then how the fuck did they lose to pirates if they were so badasses?
Yeah. I think it's going to be
like there's like in the new world, there's like a new ranking system for like the like for the pirates, the marines, the minks, and like samurai and all of this. So I'm wondering how all this is going to come into play on Wano.
Yeah, because if the samurais are hyped up to be this fucking strong, and the fucking marines won't mess with them, how the fuck the people who live on the fucking seas can wreck you?
Yeah.
I mean, he is a Yonko. He is a Yonko, and he could have potentially teamed up with the strongest out of all the samurais, depending on how strong you think that Shogun is. So a Yonko's power with his crew teaming up with the strongest out of all of them.
Or it's because they're pirates. They face danger every day compared to someone who's basically, he's training on his own island. He's secluded. He's strong. But eventually the guy who's basically getting cuts and bruises by fighting Marines day in, day out, running for his life, cutting people's heads off, he's going to be much stronger than some guy who's living on an island.
When the Wano arc starts here, and like, so the very beginning of the Wano arc, how strong do you think Zoro will be in comparison to some of these other samurai? Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, where do you think he'll rank?
Well, I feel like
I think he'll be on the level.
Groups.
I think he'll be a 6.
Okay.
Be 5.
Just to get some perspective, five is
I didn't see.
He should be at their level.
Epic.
Wait. What? Hey, one at a time, guys. One at a time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Five is on their level, 10 is way above them, and 1 is way below them.
Okay, hold on. I have a question. Wait. Let me ask the question. Like, how many groups or like different rankings do you think will there be within the samurai? Because there could be different like levels. 3 at most. I'll say he's within the 2 margin. Maybe
between 1 and 2.
Yeah.
That's believable.
Yeah.
I think it will be around 5, 6.
Yeah, so you think that he's just on their level?
Yeah.
So we're talking about like if we're talking about the strongest of them though. So you think he's on like the strongest, like not including the Shogun?
Yeah,
not including the Shogun.
No, I don't think he's on their level. No,
because there's a Shogun and then there's like 3 other groups right underneath him.
Yeah.
So what would you guys say?
I mean, I'd put him mid-tier. I wouldn't say that he's able to like fight evenly with the strongest of them.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say that.
That's why I said it was like 2.
Yeah, I think he'll be somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, he has to be at least in the middle going into Wano, because if he's like if he's not as strong as those guys, or at least on par, That's good. How tough is it gonna be for the Straw Hats afterwards if he can't handle like the average samurai over there?
Yeah.
So,
Like, we know they're strong, but especially how Zoro built up, he needs this. Like he needs that level of competition, and I think he's at that competition already.
Yeah,
but it's obvious to me, like.
But he's gonna grow for sure in this arc.
Yeah, definitely, he is gonna grow, but that's gonna come from the
like
fight with the
the
Shogun.
Let's stop for Jack for an instant. Who do you think? Who do you think is against Jack? Zoro.
Wait. We didn't give. Did everyone give the numbers? No.
Okay, so there's the 3, the weakest. There's 2, the middle. There's number 1, like the top tier samurai, and then there's the Shogun. So where would you guys? That's why I was asking, like, where would you guys put in that number category?
I would say at the 2.
All right.
So,
Between 3 and 2 for me.
I would say 2.
2.
I think he'll be a 2.
Because if I give him the 3, he's not ready.
Yeah, he's not ready at all. That's
So
why I
wait,
think 2.
we're-
And if you give him the 1,
Was
then
it
it's like
5?
it's gonna be easy for with the Shogun. It's not gonna be.
Yeah,
Was it
exactly.
5 at their level, samurai level, and then below 5 he was below their level?
yeah, but then we kind of thought about what if they had like different tiers. So
Yeah,
rating
different
on that
rankings.
scale.
Like if you look at
So-
the minks, like they have like
Yeah.
Nekomamushi and Urouge, and then there's like the Musketeers,
And the
So
Guardians.
if Nekomamushi,
and then there's like the everyday minks, but they're all warriors. So you
so
have
if
to take into
Nekomamushi
account.
and Rashi are at 10, Pedro at 8. What was the woman's name?
Carrot.
Not Carrot.
Wanda.
Wanda.
Oh, Wanda.
Wanda at 7. You know that kind of ranking, right?
Mm,
Now that you guys mentioned the mix, do you think actually Pedro's gonna die in this arc?
No.
no,
Yes.
He has.
I think the middle, like the moment when someone talks about death so much, I don't think they're gonna die.
Yeah, it's because like, Oda already said he doesn't like killing off characters.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
So back to the Wano thing. No, I don't. I think Pedro's gonna die. By the way, but back to the Wano thing. Yeah, I have the unpopular opinion that Zoro is right now slightly below Kinemon because
so you think Kinemon hasn't like shown off his true potential?
Yeah,
like, he's
I
hiding.
actually,
Yeah.
I do kind of agree with that.
Oh,
'cause
I agree.
It's possible. It could be possible though. That's the thing.
The reason
Remember,
why
you say he was holding back, so we don't know
When
how
I-
strong your own is.
using flames,
Yeah,
cutting
when I heard
flames.
what DGK and Monkey D Law were saying about how he could be like the Nine Tails and stuff, and when I heard that,
He bets 44, man. You can't say that Zoro is below fucking Kinemon after what he
You
did.
can.
Right, but we haven't seen
he
him
hasn't
do
seen
really anything
What-
big.
I
He
think for
held
now-
back.
But
Kinemon's
Kinemon's
fucking
not
fire just
good.
blast the fucking Pika out.
no wait, Ashura, think about this here. Kinemon was trusted to look after the old Shogun's son.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that.
You're not gonna ask a weakling to take care of royalty.
Yeah, I
Like,
thought
it
he
just
was-
makes common sense.
He wasn't a
That's why-
shogun. He was a daimyo.
DK saying like all of these little hints.
Because if
about
that
how
was
he
the
could
case, then he would have been
possibly
dead by
be the
now.
Nine Tails.
That's
Yeah.
why I was gonna put Kinemon at 8 and Zoro at 7.
Lord Odin was
Yeah,
a daimyo.
I think Kinemon's top tier. I think he's top tier.
Yep. He's not. Think about it. If you're not going to show the enemy exactly what you have in store, because the minute you do that, everyone else is going to know how you fight, and they'll be able to figure a way how to beat you.
Exactly.
And
And especially
Oda
with
hasn't
Wano,
really
they have
like
to be super.
Oda hasn't really given him a fight, so it's like you can say he's
Exactly.
really
Yeah.
strong off of that fact alone.
And the Shogun is at 10 then.
But yeah, Shogun's the strongest, definitely.
Yeah, he has to be.
That's still way above Zoro for him to surpass 7.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's.
Would you guys be
Well,
disappointed
I
if
think
he was
most
like
of-
another Spandam?
Oh yeah, that'd be
Yes.
retarded.
Y'all ever watch Kids Next
No,
Door? Y'all remember,
Oh,
y'all remember the Cheese Shogun?
Yeah.
He's Shogun.
That's the guy I think of every time I hear Shogun.
Oh, really?
Frankie Shogun versus the actual Shogun of Wano. Confirmed.
Whoa.
That's what I said in the Brago stream.
I actually think that could be a possibility.
Like,
Yeah.
everybody
that has
keeps on saying
potential.
Zoro.
He's gonna
but we
make him
got
fight for
Frankie
like a
Shogun.
split second, and it's gonna be really funny because it's like, oh my god, we've been waiting for this.
We got Frankie Shogun.
Yeah.
But we know Wano's gonna be mostly team ups with everybody. No one's gonna be facing like a calamity by themselves.
Yeah,
Or
I think
by
in
themselves.
this scenario, like the swordsmen might have like one-on-one fights, but the ones that don't use swords are probably gonna be mainly like tag team fights.
Nah, Zoro's gonna have to 1v3 since he has 3 sword style.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see that. I could see that. I could see something along the lines like the Shogun's gonna have like a line of people. Like think of like I mirror this to Rurouni Kenshin with the 10 swords, and I could see something where like in a sense the Shogun's gonna be Shishio and he's gonna have his own 10 swords. They're gonna go up against Zoro.
I think
he's
the
gonna have to beat every single one of them to get to
daimyo.
him.
I think each of the daimyos are equal to like higher level Zoro.
Yeah, I can see that.
Again, I'm still on the boat that Queen is one of them. I'm just gonna say that.
I think that too.
Yo, if Queen comes back in 2017, it's going down, guys.
Yeah, people are like,
She fell down the
Orochi
stairs,
I still
guys.
think Queen
She
is
fell
fucking
down the stairs.
Imagine how crazy it would be. Like, you know how we get like a segue into Wano? And imagine like we get like an update what's going on, and it's like Zoro like on one knee and he's facing off with Quina.
We're just like, what?
I still think
that
Queen
Tashigi
might be what's her face? Tashigi. Basically, let's say that she fell down the stairs.
Wait. Oda already said that it's not Tashigi.
No. Let's say she fell down. Oda always says anything. He always says anything just for you to say, "Oh, okay." Then later on, "Oh, what the fuck, Oda?"
It's
You
like,
said
oh, the One Piece actually doesn't exist, guys. Just,
That would piss me off.
I know.
That would
I
actually.
still think like I said, I still think that Kuina is Tashigi. Let's say she hit her head so fucking hard down those stairs, like every fucking mark, like one year back.
Falling off the stairs. Falling off the stairs,
back.
dying is Japanese. It means she killed herself in Japanese.
Is it really?
You know what they say. You know what they say in law, right? Let's say you're a serial killer, right? And somehow you bump your head and you lost your memory. You're like a different person. The law is not gonna fucking like put you in prison. They're gonna say, oh, because you lost your memory, you don't remember what you did to these women. They're gonna let you go. So in this case, you could say she died because all her memories were lost.
Honestly,
like
man, if you're just gonna fatherize Zoro one day and then fall down the stairs and die the next day, I can't.
That's spooky shit.
Just to see Tashigi fatherize Zoro, like, oh, how the fuck? Like, yo, you got stronger. Yeah, I got stronger because I remember everything I did to you back then. Those days. I remember my 100 wins. Time to come back, man.
Oh no.
Yeah, because Zoro needs a super L in Wano. He needs a bad L.
But I can't see him taking the L because remember he's breaking the promise to Luffy.
Yes, you can.
Well,
He already broke it though.
I could see him
He
close to
broke
taking
it, though.
He could take an L, a capital L for learning from your mistake. Zoro could do it. All right, learning from your mistake.
This is the man who doesn't know directions. You think he's gonna know what an L?
That's true.
Yeah.
Hey, Lazaro, he's already taken a few L's after he made that promise though. Like Kuma destroyed all the straw hats,
he couldn't do anything really about that. I mean, like think about it. Like that's not a one-on-one fight. He's with the L. Like he was already banged up before.
He was like Yeti Brothers or whatever they're called. You don't forget about those guys.
Which ones?
The Yeti Cool Brothers.
Oh,
yeah, the ones
Yeti
on
Cool.
Oh yeah.
Is that
been
an L?
taking L's? Yeah, that's an L, man. You shouldn't be in the new world. You shouldn't be getting knocked out by father like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is an L actually.
They knocked out Zoro.
Yeah.
It's not a technical L.
Not technically.
Like I think he means like in a one-on-one fight, because that's a gang up on him.
No, that's
Zoro
not what he
needs a
said.
reality
Though.
check.
He never said in a one-on-one fight, Luffy, I'll never lose ever again. He never said that.
He dropped the soap.
Zoro's fans need a reality check.
Yeah, I know, man. I love Zoro too, guys, but damn.
Yeti Cool Brothers.
Zoro basically bring out his family one day, or basically Zoro's just an orphan that was basically left on someone's doorstep.
Nah, I honestly think that like, he's probably some kind of demon from Wano that got like shipped off to the East Coast.
That'd be insane, honestly.
And if you think about it, like what's the most logical way he was able to survive Kuma's his ability when he took Luffy's pain and offered it to him? Like realistically speaking, like unless he has some demon that can like help him at the last second to like not take like the full brunt of it, and that's the only logical way I think.
See, lads, I can get on board with that because like Sanji, he could be like some biological android cyborg thingy going on over here.
Yeah,
so
I think his eco skeleton. Look, I do believe Sanji's eco skeleton's
because
awakened. He just doesn't want to use it.
Oh, okay.
If that ever comes true, the Zoro fanboying will never stop.
Yeah, it will never cease.
Oh my
I
god,
swear.
Never.
Overboard.
Never.
See, you know what we're gonna be seeing? Zoro over Urouge, Zoro over Luffy, Zoro over Law. Everyone will just be like going crazy.
Wait, what happened?
Nah, but we know I know Rouge over everyone.
Yeah, Urouge over everyone. Thank you.
He's already the greatest horseman in the world.
Facts. Urouge
Facts
is the
are
man.
there.
You can take on Black.
Not to mention, we do know that Big Mom's a liar, and her kids are liars. So Roach probably did beat some other people. They just don't want to say it. Think about it. If I took an L, do you think I'm going to tell my boys, hey, look, I took an L to this guy? No, I'd be lying about it.
Yeah, Rouge.
See, by the time we reach Raftel, you'll just see a Rouge on Shanks. He's just sitting down on him. Luffy's approaching the shore. He just turns around and he just grins at everyone.
I am the final villain. Dude, he's the final villain, man.
Exactly.
He's the one that takes on
Rouge.
Yeah.
Well, he takes on Shanks. Luffy takes on Blackbeard. After that, Luffy fights Rouge.
Oh.
Yeah. Like Rouge, in a sense, is the Black Setsu.
Can't beat him.
He's gonna come at the end of the series like, "I'll give you my straw hat." It's like, what? Nani?
Oh, and his awakening, converting damage. He just converts whatever energy he takes from someone to add to his own.
Yeah, that's actually pretty hacks, honestly.
Yeah.
If he has that, he's the god of the verse.
If Luffy and Rouge fight, I'm gonna be rooting for Rouge.
Oh, I'm not joking. I'll be honest. Rouge needs to win that fight.
Yeah.
But do you actually think he's that strong now? Like,
I think he's pretty strong.
He has to
be. I don't know what he is exactly, but I know his ability theory was explaining it to me, like how hacks it could be.
Didn't he solo a
think about this in the situation.
Yeah, pre-time skip. He was
soloed a pacifist by himself. That's all I'm saying.
No. I'm gonna agree with that. But what I'm saying is the fact that he's.
Oh yeah.
The fact that he's so old compared to the rest of them, like to me, his ceiling is really low compared to everyone else. So Luffy and Law and these guys will easily surpass him because he's old now. Like they have so much more potential.
I don't.
But how old is he? He's like what, 28-ish? You know what I mean?
No, he's 42, I think.
Like, he like 46.
Yeah, man.
46, almost 50.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, he like 46.
He's in his prime. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he's still in his prime.
Yeah, he's in his prime right now.
Yeah.
I don't think Luffy's gonna fight him 20 years later or something.
Yeah,
I don't think it's so much that that his ceiling is low. I think his ceiling might be comparable to the others. It's just that he hit his already. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
I don't really see like his age becoming a factor in this situation.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
because if anything, like we look at Rayleigh, who's probably like old as fuck, right? And yet he's able to do half the shit he did to Kizaru.
He's about
imagine
72.
like so imagine like if Roger's still been alive. You know how disgusting he still would be.
Yeah, he would be he'd be disgusting. Yeah.
So Rouge is a little older. I think he ordered the stairs to kill Queen. Same logic I use with the Reiju thing is that he was supposed to get the digits for Reiju, and what happened was that they came to a disagreement. So he snuffed her, and that's where we see Reiju right now.
Can you guys all agree though that Reiju's with Capone right now? Like,
Reiju have?
Yeah, I believe that it's Capone. That's whatever is going on with Reiju has to do with Capone.
I'm pretty sure he's trying to make a dang smoke.
I remember reading.
I still think it was Worm Dog.
Yeah.
Rouge is ordering Capone.
Like Drago made a discussion. He said he went.
Rouge is ordering Capone.
Why would Vito take out fucking Reiju if he's a big Invincible fan? Makes no sense.
No, because he got ordered by Rouge. Rouge just confirmed this, man.
Rouge is ordering Capone and the stairs to motivate Luffy.
I thought he left the island, but he's still here in spirit.
You would think King Taki was OP, but like this is on a whole different level. Like he is King's Hockey. He doesn't need to activate that shit.
Yeah. He's actually the one that knocked out the opponents of Brook, but nobody noticed.
Yeah. Oh, every time.
Like he just did like a nice little stretch and then boom, knockout. When Luffy took out all the Fishmans, that wasn't really him. Like he just looked up and Rose like, "Oh, okay, my time to act."
I hope you this one time, Luffy.
Remember when Shanks took down the Sea King? Realistically, that was Urouge when like he was like in his teens.
He was swimming.
He was swimming. He was off on a little journey. He's like, "Oh shit, I gotta help him out. He's gonna lose another arm."
He made Shanks the uncle, but nobody knows.
Oh, yeah.
So, a random discussion to start, since we're talking about the supernovas. At the end of the series, just like your top 3 besides Luffy and Luffy and Zoro. Like,
I have. Can I go first? Sorry, I'm not.
who would your
I guess I'll go in order. Whoever you see in DGK, whoever you see in your.
You guys already know my number 1, but my number 2 is Hawkins. Hawkins.
Okay.
He is scary.
Yeah.
And then my number 3, I don't know. I think it might be Drake or Kid. I don't know. It's between those.
Okay. Fair enough.
Someone in the chat said, sorry, someone in the chat said Rouge is the One Piece.
I would go with Kid. I would go with Kid. Second, go with Law. Third is Hawkins. I got Urouge under him.
Where you guys ranking?
Oh,
top 3
your
supernovas.
Supernovas.
Oh,
I'm only basing
favorite.
on that.
Not, not out of power, just favorite.
I'll
No,
take
just
the
favorite.
favorite.
Just favorite.
Oh, just favorite? We're not doing power?
Well, favorite could equal power.
I thought we were doing power.
Either
Yeah, I
way,
thought we were
I
doing the top
Yeah,
power.
that's what I thought we were doing too. So.
Like, who would be the strongest end of series besides Luffy and Zoro?
Oh, the
is what
strongest in the series? Okay,
Yeah,
I
end
think
of
my list
series.
still kind of stands though. Like, Urouge could be still like one of the strongest, and then like
Yeah, but
Hawkins.
like if
Hawkins
you put Urouge against Law, he'd lose.
Urouge against Law.
Yeah, he just chop him up.
But
And
what,
then
Yeah,
Urouge
he'd
could
lose
just grin at him, and he would just fall to his knees.
Law, like he could basically pull a Sasuke and just disappear like quickly. Like Urouge doesn't know anything about Law's powers.
That's true. That's true.
Heavens, what's your list for top like 3 powerful in the series?
Top 3 powerful supernova.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, let me think about that. Now, before, wasn't Moraz going to mention someone returning at the Reverie? Moraz? Who was that?
Oh, Enel.
Yeah.
Wait, do you guys think any supernova will appear at the Reverie?
Okay,
I think
the
there are
only
too
one
many
I
people
can
up there.
think of, the only one I can think of, maybe probably Bonney.
To go
Yeah.
to the Referee.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they're too weak to go there and, like, get out. There's no
that's
way.
true. All right, just
There's no
back to the rank. I just wanted to ask that.
Two ways. You go there 2 ways. Either you go up like through the Marines or you go somewhere else. But if you go on the land, like you can't say that you won't have fucking sea snails watching every corner and Marines standing at every corner.
Yeah.
They don't see with a fucking pirate bounty in their hands. Like a what if a pirate comes here.
Also, if you guys remember, Jinbei's boy climbed up the whole of all the way up to Marijoa and broke everybody out. So.
Yeah, Fisher Tiger.
Your boy.
That's because that was never done before. People say, "Yo, you're fucking crazy." Like there's one way to do. You have to go through the long road. But the bare fucking hands, that's impossible.
Let Heavens go.
So I have my list ready. It's at the end of series, right?
Yeah, besides Luffy.
Wait, hey, sorry to interrupt, guys. Someone's echoing.
Yeah.
I think it's that DGK kid.
Oh, man.
All right. It's not me. So I have my list at the end of story, right? Supernova. Top supernova. Besides Luffy.
Yeah, and Zoro.
Besides Luffy and Zoro. There's some echo. All right. So I have number 3. I have Law.
Someone's trolling right now, man.
Yeah.
Someone is trolling.
You sound like Martin Luther King.
Totally.
I have number 2. At number 2, I have Blackbeard, and at number 1, I have Urouge.
Yes. Thank you, Heavens.
Okay.
Laz, you're next.
Okay, so number 1 right now.
How is Wait, just a second. How is Blackbeard number 2?
What do you mean?
Wait, he's not considered a supernova though.
Yeah,
He's just a member of the worst generation.
Yeah, he's just a member of the worst generation.
No,
And like, remember, he had a bounty of 0, only 100,000 high as a supernova.
Oh, okay, that about Supernova, not the worst generation.
Yeah, so I mean, we're talking about the supernovas. So where did Blackbeard come from? Yeah, I didn't understand it as well.
That was the. All right, that's technically the supernova actually.
No, because the supernovas is someone who has a bounty.
No, he's not a supernova.
100 million.
Wait,
100
yeah,
million and up.
supernova stood for super rookies, right?
A supernova.
He's
Is a
part of the
rookie.
worst generation. Like of his era and stuff, Blackbeard's a part of those guys, but he's
he's
not
part of the worst
supernova.
generation, but he's not a rookie, so you can't.
See,
But Blackbeard is a supernova, guys.
Blackbeard is not a supernova.
Yeah, he
No,
is.
He's not. No, he's not.
Supernova if he's not a rookie. He's been on
He
one
has zero bounty.
so
He's
he's
been
not
a
a rookie.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold a
He's
second,
been a
guys.
pirate for years.
But didn't he, like, you know, when they shot all the supernovas, he was never in that, like, the picture at all.
Yeah, well, he had the definition
They
of
put
a
him in the worst
supernova.
generation, even though he's the only worst generation without a bounty.
Mhm.
But he might
It
still
doesn't
have a
matter what
bounty.
you think the
No, but
definition is.
but the whole thing is that they said 100 million and up. That's the people who are supernovas.
If you are a
Yeah,
rookie,
And they're rookies, and they have to be a rookie.
you have to be a
Yeah,
rookie
he's
as
been in the
well.
game for like over 20 plus
Blackbeard
years
is
at
an
that point.
exception to that rule.
No, he's not.
No, he
No,
isn't.
he's not.
He
Even
can't
the
just have
manga
a-
says he's not.
He's an exception. He's part of the worst generation.
Yeah,
he's
worse
part
than
of the
Reiju.
worst
That
part of the
doesn't
worst
mean
generation,
he's
yeah.
one of those
Because the
guys.
one generation,
Think
it was
of it like this. You think of like Whitebeard, Gold
without
Roger, all those
bounty,
guys.
in
That's
that
their
list.
own era.
The fact that he's not on that list, but he's in the worst generation. He didn't show his bounty, right? Now that he got fucked up the Marines, you're gonna tell me that Blackbeard is not over 1 billion?
Yeah, but he's not a supernova. That's the thing.
He's
I'm trying
not.
to say. Like,
He's not a
He's a
rookie.
part of the
You
generation
have to be
that
a
made
rookie.
its name right
He's a
now,
worse
but he's been in the game for so long.
But
So I wouldn't rule it.
Okay, but how come when it comes to the worst generation, they're in that list, but they still have a bounty? What? It
That's
kind
the
of
era.
fucks.
That's like
Hold
the
on,
case
hold on, hold on.
Because they
It doesn't
are
matter
the
what
worst
you
generation.
bring up.
Included into the
It
worst
doesn't matter
generation.
what
Because they are
one
the
at a
worst
time,
generation.
he's not a
One at a time, guys. It's getting like crazy.
All right, let me
It doesn't
answer
really matter
Oscar's
what point you
question.
bring up. The fact still remains that he's not a supernova.
Then I have a
yeah.
new list, which is number 3 Kid, number 2 Law, and number 1 Urouge.
Okay,
Okay.
it's a good list.
anyway, so next is Mars.
Yeah.
I haven't gone. How close to go there? Interrupted or whatever. Moraz, go.
Oh wait, I thought you just went. Sorry.
No, don't worry. Moraz, go.
Yeah, so I have 1 Kid, 2 Law, and 3 I have. Let me see, Hawkins.
Hey,
Okay.
Hawkins.
Okay, so for mine, I probably go with Kid, Rouge, and then Law.
Okay, and then next would be Monkey D. If he's there, he's mic muted.
I thought we said we will be doing Monkey D's in this one.
Wait,
These
no,
are limits. Him and Zoro.
no, Monkey D Law isn't the person in the chat.
Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's it called? Are we saying that we're not
Speed up,
doing Blackbeard?
Not doing Blackbeard.
Not doing Blackbeard? Then it would be Kid, Law, and probably X Drake. I'm gonna say for right now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a pretty good list.
Nikki.
I'm gonna cheat a bit, guys. I'm gonna have Kid and Law tied for number 1,
Oh,
and then Basil Hawkins number 2, and then 3 I'll put Urouge.
Hey.
hey, Rouge is top 3. That's all that matters.
Vision.
Are we we're not including Luffy in this, right?
No.
Nah.
Luffy and
Already
Zoro
in
can't
there.
be in it.
Luffy's like his own.
I don't know.
Like the Luffy rule.
When we think about it, it kind of depends on how they're placed in the story. Because at the moment, obviously, Kids, Law, and Luffy are the ones that are being placed above everyone else. But we haven't really seen people like Bonney, and I think she's going to be really important later on.
So
Yeah.
she's
We're
gonna be
talking
on
about
your list.
overall strength,
Well,
though. Like she'll be important, but
If it was
I know, but I could
She's
imagine
top
her
3.
fruit being as hacks as Big Mom. Because, like, look at Big Mom. Like, you wouldn't consider her like particularly strong with her fruit, but when you look at like Bonnie's in comparison to hers, it's kind of
he's
similar in
right.
a sense.
A lot of people in the new world are gonna be hacks. Like we're gonna
Yeah,
have to accept
definitely.
that.
I had
Yeah, if it's just
So
overall
I would
character,
probably
Bonnie
say
is
something
my
like
top 3.
I had this discussion with Stebo.
I'd say something like either a Rouge Kid and Bonnie or Law Kid and Bonnie.
I
like that.
When you look at it,
I like that because I had the
because
discussion with
it's
Stebo.
the middle part. You got the middle, beginning of life, middle in life, and then you got the end, which is the old people. We're missing the middle. Like if she could use that on Big Mom and make her young, she could be more OP than she is now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got. If it was a top 5, and I already discussed it with Stebo once. I had Bonney at 4 or 5.
Yeah, she's extremely hacks, like extremely hacks.
She blitzed Zoro pre-time skip, guys. Just letting you guys know that. She blitzed.
Wait, say that again.
I said she blitzed him pre-time skip. She blitzed Zoro.
Who?
Bonney. You guys remember Slash the Dragon? He was about to cut her down, and she was like, "Nah, I'm coming in light speed."
Light speed, he said. But for real?
No, but she was pretty fast.
I feel you. I'm just saying, it's still funny.
Oh, you're talking about when Zoro was out to fucking kill the Celestial Dragon.
Exactly. Yeah, she blitzed him, bro.
Yeah, that thing is kind of fucking. How did she go on Zoro like that?
Because she's broken. She's fast, man.
Broken and fast. I agree.
Yeah.
All right, who's next?
Wait, I'm gonna change my list. I'm taking Urouge out and putting X-Drake in. That's it.
Yeah, stop it, Nikki.
Oh my lord.
All right, who's next?
Stebo, you want to go? Because
I'm next.
Yeah, you can go.
Yeah.
All right, well, here I go. All right, I got Law, I got Kid, and I got Hawkins.
That's pretty good.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
Not in that order.
Last but not least, Outer Haven. It is your time to shine.
Yep. DGK.
Wait, Ashra, did you go yet? Ashra, did you go?
I gave mine out because I was basing mine out of Devil Fruits.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So who's going?
DGK.
Wait, didn't he say his at the
You let
start?
the captain take over.
Yeah.
I'm still not settled on him being captain. Wait till I get
Neither am I at all.
Before he comes back in,
When
real
did we even
quickly, I
say
just want
he's
to say this
captain?
right now. Weirdly,
I
DGK not
swear
captain.
on everything that is holy.
Yeah, he's
If
not
either of you
captain,
miscreants did anything to my captain,
No.
DGK ain't captain, man.
Stebo, don't do it.
Listen, guys, I'm the oldest, so I have the final.
No, we can't
hey,
hear
you
you.
are the Brook of the
Nah.
crew, so no.
Exactly, yeah.
Dang.
We are planning
Ooh, you know that
probably
hurt.
a Burning Blood stream on the channel, so we can actually decide truly who is the captain.
Oh.
But I ain't got burning blood.
Because
That's not fair.
That sucks.
That's
One
not
vision.
how
So-
captain is chosen.
okay, so
It
those who
is,
do not have Burning Blood cannot join the competition for captain.
That's true.
And cannot be captain.
Alright, so that
Yeah.
go ahead and pay my subscription.
Hey, you guys see Naruto, right?
Right.
Everyone has to acknowledge the Hokage. So I acknowledge One Vision. There you go. Get my vote.
Thank you.
I won an election.
You know,
election.
initially I said it was
Democracy.
One Vision because he was the one who approached us with the idea. So I just thought naturally I thought he would be the captain. But then someone came up with this boneheaded idea to play Burning Blood.
Dude, it was DGK, and DGK was the last one to join. How can it be captain? There's no way.
Well,
say
I
it's
don't
DGK, not
agree
captain.
because I think I was one of the first who said to do a group thing together, boys.
I made the name.
That's
Guys, it's not about
Just for the
that.
top 3 thing,
Yeah,
since
yeah.
DGK didn't say his, he said that his top 3 is Kid, Law, and Bonney.
Yeah.
No, did he really say that, or are you just saying that for him?
I know. I heard him say it. I'll agree with One Vision.
I mean, he wrote it in the chat.
I know, I'm reading the chat.
Yeah, he wrote it in the chat. I ain't making it
I
up.
still agree with One Vision. You know?
No, that's not One Vision. That's Toby from the Sidemen, guys. You guys got it all wrong.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Why do people keep calling you Toby from the Sidemen, man?
I really don't know.
It's kind of
You
funny.
have the voice though.
I really don't. It's just the accent. I don't think you guys are
It's
understanding.
What is
the
that?
accent.
What is Toby from the Sidemen?
He's a
What's that?
YouTuber. He's
You know
a YouTuber.
KSI is like group.
Yeah. Do you know who KSI is?
One of them.
No.
Oh my god, you're missing out.
Yeah.
30
Okay,
minutes.
so
How do you not know?
KSI is a big YouTuber, and he has a group called the Sidemen, and they're also like kind of many big YouTubers with him, and one of them is named Toby, right?
Oh,
and he apparently sounds like One Vision. So
Yeah, I don't see how people say that.
Zoro sounds just like Zoro fanboy.
Can you guys hear me right now?
Yeah,
Yeah, perfectly.
Yeah.
So yeah,
we can hear you now.
I'll do my list real quick, and then we'll talk about the
No, we
captain
already
thing.
heard your list. It's cool.
But mine was Kid, and I think it's Dark Side who like pushed me over like to the idea that Kid's fruit is actually fucking really OP.
Yeah.
You can master it.
Yeah.
And then
He's Magneto.
exactly, but even better.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Even better.
But
Even
Wait,
better.
wait,
No,
hold on. Where did this
even-
even better thing come from?
Even better. No.
Bro.
Where did that come from?
Essentially, Kid's a bloodbender.
the idea that
What?
like everything in the world has like
Metal
magnetic-
in it.
yeah, and everything's magnetic.
Yeah.
So like think of
Oh,
Shiki.
Yo,
Like I don't read comic books that much, but I'm pretty sure Magneto has done some pretty crazy
Yeah,
stuff.
no,
yeah.
Magneto's-
He has done some crazy stuff.
In the entire X-Men run.
Yeah, like
But think about it like this, Stebo. Is like X-Men gonna be as OP
The
as
X-Men
One Piece?
basically controlled metal
Yes,
and
of
basically
course.
Yes.
No.
do you
Comic
guys
books
see?
in general are more OP than manga.
Do you guys
I
see
don't
a
think
kid
so.
controlling iron in people's blood? 'Cause
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
that's next level.
No.
actual
I
steel.
don't think he's doing that. Unless his awakening is something extremely hacked, he's not doing that. Because the
Yeah.
amount of iron in your blood is so small.
That's
it's
what I'm saying.
It's not enough for him to do anything with. Not yet, anyway. His awakening would have to be disgusting, and it would drain
Yeah.
so much from him.
There's more chance that Aokiji can control your body because it's made up of 70% water.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Well,
back
you
to
know,
the
we
cap.
fuck up Brooke. I mean, fuck up Frankie at least. So you know, we're good now.
But
Oh yeah, kid over Frankie. Oh no,
Yeah.
but
that's a
back,
scary thought.
back to the captain thing. All
I
I'm
know,
saying
right?
is if we do the Burn Blood stream, right, make it
Not
live.
everyone has burning
Don't
blood.
say, but people have to have it on PS4 because PS4 Master Race.
Wait, forget that. Nah.
No, PS4 Master Race is not debatable. It's not debatable.
You
Like-
cannot. What?
I have
But-
it on PC.
Nah,
Who's that,
well,
Nicky?
that's
Stop it, Nicky.
Yo, the
Yeah.
only reason I used to like
Yeah, come on,
Xbox
kid.
360 was because I could listen to music while playing video games. That was the only reason why I like
Really?
Xbox 360.
I only played like 3 games on Xbox 360. It was basically Mass Effect that I wanted to play. I couldn't find it anywhere else.
But yeah, so I'd say PS4, and if we're gonna do it again, I guess because it wasn't live streamed last time, then it had to be like we just have to, I guess, make a tournament like roster and then go from there.
So basically, it's just gonna be you,
the thing is,
and
yeah,
everybody, right?
I guess it'd be me wrecking everyone again. But
If I actually had this game, I would be so overpowered.
I mean, but you don't.
I don't know. You don't even have the game.
I don't.
Don't even have the game.
Easy to say.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Dan.
Alright, so
No, if you don't have
here's
the
how it's gonna work.
Dan, fake fans.
Here's how it's gonna work.
What? Fake fans, yeah.
Who doesn't have the game? Who doesn't have the game?
I mean, it sounds like One Vision doesn't have the game.
I don't have the game.
I need my time skip.
Am I the only one that doesn't have it?
I know Nikki.
Alright, so anyone that doesn't have the game is already considered captain until
Wait a minute, Laz. Did you just say?
Nikki don't want to say nothing.
Laz, did you just say?
Not how it works.
Wait, what?
Did you
It's
just
so
say?
chaotic I can't hear.
Who?
No, you say that again?
I said, did you say you just need a time skip?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I hadn't touched the game in 2 months, so I need a 2
You
month
got
time
it pretty
skip, you know what I mean?
Jesus.
I mean,
need to
all I know is I beat Brago in his stream, so like it makes our stream that much better. I think.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, shots fired.
Oh yeah, wait, was it you that was in that Twitter group chat where he's like,
Yeah, it
on
was
the
him.
first day of Christmas, Brago said to me, why am I lagging for la 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 la?
That was so funny, dude. I was dead after that.
I was so
Poor
dead.
Brago. His hopes were so high because he always played people like Theory who were like low level. They were the
Ooh.
fucking
Theory's pretty
hell
good.
meepos. I mean, you can be good, but like if you're a god, what's good to a god? Right, Dan?
Before
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Actually, before I joined the stream,
You guys
Paul was
think we're
telling me
joking,
how
but we're
good he was at Burning Blood.
And then people that wanted.
You guys are lucky, man. The last game I bought was Storm 4, so.
I mean,
Don't want to hear it, One Vision.
Alright, you know what, yeah? Keep talking like that, but when it comes to the time, you'll see it. You'll see it. When it comes to the time, you'll see it.
Yeah.
So keep talking like that. I'm
when
cool
will
with
that time come though? That's the thing.
it. No, just
It was a
Dude, what
terrible.
if he pulls a Peter and he just doesn't, just
Yeah.
doesn't want it? He just doesn't want it.
But I would say if we want to do a Burning Blood stream, personally, I think like either the week after this week, right, where there's no chapter, we should do one, or the week after that, depending on how everyone's schedules are.
Yeah, 2 weeks without a chapter.
We need something.
I mean, 2 weeks isn't that bad. Like, because we can literally, the whole thing is we can do it at any time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
No,
like,
I'm
whatever.
saying 2 weeks without a chapter kind of sucks.
Oh
That's why we
yeah,
gotta fill the void with burning blood.
exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
We
So,
throw
yeah.
hands for 2 weeks straight.
Streams, burning blood, and more streams.
Guys, what if Zoro stays at Wano and says, "Guys, you go ahead. I found my all blue."
I will drop One Piece. I will actually drop One Piece. I swear.
I don't think he's gonna.
He actually says
I'll
that
drop
by
the
quote,
code.
like, "This is my all blue," and
This
Sanji's
is
like,
my
"What?
all blue.
Oh, what?"
Yeah,
I
that
will
would be
drop
crazy
One
though.
Piece.
Like Zoro somehow like chose to like stay or like something like that. Like I think if anything, like if we
Because he did say at the beginning, innit, that if he's only coming along to fulfill his dream.
Yeah.
So imagine if he then pulls that card against us now. I would be so pissed.
It's like, y'all have Jinbei now, so I'm Gucci, right? I'll just stay here. Stay there.
What if Zoro is the son of the Shogun?
What if he what?
The son of
If he was the
Shogun.
son of the Shogun.
That wouldn't be that
Finally found what I'm
surprising.
looking
but-
for.
I think if anything, he probably wouldn't want to be in Wano because imagine like if you're away from your family and stuff for like reasons, would you want to go back there?
I mean, I don't think he knows anything about Wano.
Yeah.
Like I
think
even
he does.
Like, he was a kid when he was, you know.
Imagine
personally,
the son
if
of the
anything, I think
Shogun.
he was dropped
and-
off by like random people.
What if
So like kind of like in a
Momonosuke-
Frankie
Like
situation.
let's call Koshiro, right, has like a supply run for like Dragon, right? Revs. Like it could be something
Zoro
like
is
that.
Luke Skywalker and the Shogun is Vega.
Yeah.
That's
No,
what
Zoro's
I
like
said.
honestly like Zoro's like Piccolo Jr. If you want to think about it.
But imagine that like Zoro was like dropped off maybe by the Revs from Wano, if anything, like during one of their like runs to Koshiro's dojo and like in the land around it.
Hmm.
Because like he
So what
lied about when he said that he was fighting. Like remember how he says, "Oh yeah, I challenge all the dojos around here and beat them all," and like literally as soon as he comes out, he doesn't even know how a dojo works. So it's kind of like he was clearly lying about it. So
Yo,
Wait, this
if
Koshiro
Zoro skywalks, I'm dropping
Queen
the
is dad,
series.
right?
Wait, what?
Wait, this Koshiro guy you're talking about, is that Queen is dad?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
doesn't even know Dan. Okay.
No,
Nah, we don't want to hear it. You already said it. You know, we don't want to hear it.
What if Momonosuke fights the son of the Shogun? Like even he gets his little fight.
Yeah, I would
kinda
not be
funny.
surprised if he had some kind of swordsmanship skill.
Yo, what if he noticed Zoro? Oh my god.
Mm.
3 swords.
Yo, what if Bonney
Or
is
he has to
there
fight his brother. Like he has a
and she
twin.
send him to age 25 and he just start wrecking everybody?
Yeah.
Bro, I could see
Gon,
it.
you know when Gon like, turns into like an old man, not an old man, but his older self, and he's OP.
You're like 25 to 30.
Have you guys ever seen Hitman Reborn with Lambo?
Don't
Nah.
spoil it.
They don't know, monster.
yeah,
No,
I'll
it's
say
too
it.
much. Don't even
Yeah,
say it. It's too
I
much.
can't spoil it, but like
There's
I
no
should-
way to even explain it if they haven't seen it. Like, literally, it's like a little baby
If it-
beats
if
like
it-
everybody.
Oh,
He time skips.
That's-
he time
that's a
skips that well.
spoiler.
That's my kind
It's
of
not a
show.
spoiler if you're not gonna watch it. Just saying.
Yep.
if I see a baby, I know it's gonna be OP now.
Yeah.
That's your homework over the 2 weeks is to catch up on
Yeah.
Hitman Reborn.
That's actually like, dude, that's serious.
All right, hold on. When you say catch up, how long is this catch up?
It's done.
It's
like,
no.
what?
It just depends on your dedication. Just
Yeah.
All right, throw a number out there. Just throw a number. out
Dude,
there.
if you've caught up to One Piece, like nothing should fade you. That's all I'm saying.
That's
You know
true.
what I mean?
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah, but
It's
that
like
doesn't help me,
less than
right?
half.
I
It's
caught up to One
definitely
Piece when I
less
had.
than One Piece.
Yeah, but One Piece is the best thing ever, though.
Yeah.
So that's a good comparison.
I don't know.
It's like those people. It's like those people that were like,
Best
"Oh,
shonen,
One
yeah.
Piece is too long, so I'm not going to catch up to it." Even if it's the best, it's just too long, so I won't catch up. That's what you're
Yeah.
Nah,
saying
dude,
right
that's why
now.
you get. That's why you get the manga, dude. The manga.
All I'm saying
Exactly,
is
just read it
409
faster, you know?
chapters. Yeah, 409 chapters, not even that long.
400, dude, that's literally short. Come on,
Yeah,
guys.
like
You guys got it.
Kingdom took me like what, like maybe like 4 hours, 5 hours to get to like.
And it's how many
chapter
chapters?
Yeah, I'm gonna catch up with Kingdom, and then I'm gonna go for Toriko, I think.
I
It is.
Or the
I
other
could
way
never sit
around.
down and read like that, man.
That's how you gotta do it.
Add respect to one.
It'll
Yeah,
take me
you
like 4
definitely have to
months.
sit down. No, it won't take you 4 months, bro.
It's gonna take you 4 months.
If someone told you guys to read Berserk, would you dare read it?
Yeah, I would.
I've already read some of it. Yeah,
I've read it already.
Well, if somebody comes up to me, it's like, oh, it's better than One Piece. I'm like, okay, I'm not
all I'm
gonna.
saying is he got right.
But
I wouldn't say it's better.
pretty good. I'll read it.
I would say it's better than most of these scary mangas out there. Like, you can't just put One Piece and Berserk together; they don't go together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
All right, guys.
One's a shonen, one's a seinen.
Just to get back on topic quickly, what do you guys think is going to be the craziest thing that'll happen in the Reverie?
Crocodile.
No, I think what's the guy's name again?
Back, BB.
Cobra. I think he's gonna get killed. I think that's gonna be the most crazy.
Oh, one of the kings.
He's gonna die for asking too many questions. No, yeah, Cobra. He's gonna ask too many questions. He's just gonna get killed.
Plot twist. Dragon's the one that assassinates Cobra.
Oh no! No! That's the thing, though. Like,
I can see that, but that would be so crazy.
You guys gotta look at this. Like, look how many kingdoms are gonna be there that know of the Straw Hats and what they do. So they're all gonna be on Luffy's side. Like we have.
Oh no, but dude, it's only a couple kingdoms out of how many? Hundreds of them.
I don't think Dragon's gonna kill Vivi's father because Dragon only goes after royalties.
Okay.
I don't know.
Maybe Dragon goes after like royalty that mess up with the fucking population.
Yeah,
maybe
I don't think Dragon
he takes after that Talisa guy, the one that had his picture.
Oh.
He stabs him through the heart.
His name is Thalassa.
Thalassa. It wouldn't matter because he's
Lucas.
That's a fucking name. Oh my god, Thalassa. Who the hell pops out and he's like, oh yeah, I want to call my child Thalassa.
Oh.
That's his family name. His first name is Lucas.
Okay.
Thalassa Lucas.
But yeah, like I don't know. I think Reverie's gonna be like one of those chapters where it's like it reminded me of like the Naruto arc where like Obito came out of nowhere.
Yeah, the 5 Kage summit.
He's like, oh yeah, like we're about to go to
war. Oh, it's like the summit, bro. Just somebody.
I honestly feel like it's gonna remind me so much like in Kingdom, like we have like politics and stuff. If this is gonna be like a politic arc, it's gonna be so crazy.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I won't be surprised.
Do you guys think somebody's gonna die in the arc?
I
think so. Yeah, someone's getting assassinated.
We haven't had a good death for a long time.
Wow.
I know, right?
And then sacrifice.
For the sake of One Piece. Yeah. At the store.
Are we talking now? We're talking about One Piece with Reverie arc, like what's gonna happen. But Oda secretly just sends one of his writers to his death with one of the characters each time.
I'll do it for a Just do it.
A little bit different, guys, but don't you think that the clones are going to be also part of the Germa?
They are part of Germa. The clone that
no, but I mean, like, there's going to be something happen. I don't know if it's going to be in the Reverie or at Whole Cake, but people forgetting about the clones.
Wait, what clones are you talking about? You talking about the Germa clones or
the Germa clones?
The Kuma ones.
Oh. No, the Germa ones.
What about them?
I still think that's going to be
irrelevant.
What, to the Reverie?
No, for the Reverie, no, but I think they're going to be in the future is going to be important because I really think they're going to be a part of maybe even the alliance of the whole Straw Hat crew.
I don't know.
Not gonna lie, I kind of want to see Mr. 2 somehow.
Definitely come back
out of nowhere though. Like have him be dressed up as someone at the Reverie, maybe.
Nah, he's gonna show
like literally he's Cobra again.
Yeah, because imagine if he was like teaming up with Dofi in time.
Who brought up the Crocodile might be in the Reverie thing?
Because
there's no way.
It was me.
Yeah. Like when Crocodile goes into sand mode, can he fly like go any fucking where he wants?
I don't think so.
Most Logias can fly. I don't know like that.
Because that's the only way I can see him get to the Reverie and get out.
Well, even if he did that, I don't think he'd be getting out because there's too many strong people there. You know?
Yeah, there's imagine the bodyguards for the kings. Like imagine how strong they're gonna be now.
Wait, can I ask you a question about his powers?
If they're gonna let Wapol come into the Reverie, why not Crocodile?
No, because Wapol's an actual king.
That's what I'm saying. I think.
And if Crocodile was to change the whole environment into sand, if Crocodile was to change the whole environment into sand, could he then travel through that?
He can probably climb the red line using his ability.
I think Crocodile's back up to his old tricks.
Yeah, that's broke. Oh, Crocodile's hacks, bro.
That's gonna be some scary shit.
No, but what I was saying before, like the bodyguards for the kings, like how strong do you guys think they're gonna be? Like when you scale them to like, I mean, I don't know, like admirals.
Vice
admiral. I think it's
Vice
gonna
admiral?
depend on like the places. Like for example, when you look at like Chaka and Pell, right? They were
Yeah.
bodyguards for the king of Alabasta, but realistically, Robin did take them both down. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Like, I think there'd be people in like the New World they'll have like super strong bodyguards, but like not everyone. You know?
I already said it will be like Kobe of that kind of people.
Yeah.
Who do you think Kobe would be guarding of everyone there?
Like escorting, because like he
Yeah.
could be escorting. Well, it's probably gonna be somebody we might
Someone
know actually, because it's gonna be like before the first half of the Grand Line.
Like, oh, you know
So-
Straw Hat Luffy? I'm his best friend, you know?
It'd be cool if there's like Shirahoshi or something.
Yeah,
that'd be
that's what I'm
cool.
saying. Like someone that actually knows Luffy, and then they'll bring up Luffy's name. And I'll be like, oh, wow.
I think it's gonna end up being the Fishman.
Yeah,
I
it could
see
be,
one-
it could be Shirahoshi or Rebecca.
It'd be kind of
It's like-
funny if the
I see
entire
like- I
Reverie
see like-
is talking about Luffy.
It's like one big Luffy fan
Oh
club.
God,
Jesus Christ.
Jesus, Jesus.
Yeah, you guys are.
Did your brain come out of your nose?
Say, man, mute your mic next time, man. I'm eating chips.
Yeah,
man.
that's right. Oh,
I muted my mic. I'm eating chips, man.
Yeah.
I apologize for that.
Stebo.
it was
negativity from
loud.
our people.
Good thing I finished my spaghetti.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
that video where King of Lightning says, "I cook my own food." You know that video?
Oh yeah, the one where he says like he doesn't pander to Naruto.
Yeah, yeah.
That was funny.
That was so funny, man.
That was actually the first video that made me look at Naruto on another perspective, where basically what he's saying that it's actual
Yeah.
truth. Naruto's a bad written character.
No, not the first, but yeah, later.
Like Shippuden.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
made a good, he made a good
basically
point.
badly written. Like Shippuden Part 2 is awful.
He made some good points. Yeah.
I feel like the beginning of it wasn't bad, but once they started going
Yeah.
like after the pain arc, I think it went down super
Yeah,
bad.
after the pain
Yeah.
arc.
The pain
Like,
arc
The
was
pain
good.
arc was great, Nix.
Once they go into that Destiny part, then you start
Yeah.
realize what Kishimoto's doing with Naruto. He's
Yeah,
making
that's what he said
he's
too.
making him like getting jutsus way faster than most guys. Like they said that his father had wasted he spent 3 years making the
Getting their
Rasengan.
Rasengan.
Yeah, Naruto does it in a week. He does Rasen Shuriken in 3 days using Shadow.
Because he's a
Clone.
prodigy.
Don't forget the
No.
the nature
You can be a
energy stuff.
prodigy. You can be a
No.
prodigy.
You haven't even
But don't be God.
You haven't
Yeah.
even
But was it?
Chakra Cloak. He gets mastery over the fucking Nine Tails mode in 1 fucking day.
Yeah, don't forget the
And
sage.
he's
mode
spamming
stuff.
till these
The
bombs.
energy. Like Jiraiya couldn't even do that perfectly. He needed the frogs, and he still had like the frog marks all over his face, and Naruto
Yeah,
didn't.
the
I
Anything.
get he used the
You don't
clones.
have to be a god, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
I
Be
get
a
that
prodigy.
you use the shadow clones for that sage mode. I get that. That's logical.
He uses Shadow Clone and Rasengan, and the guy has
Yeah,
four.
the other one's not.
People are saying that Naruto has great taijutsu. When I'm looking at guys like
Not really.
No.
my
Not like Lee.
guy, Lee, Sasuke, like even the fight with Sasuke versus Naruto, man, that was fucking epic.
Yeah.
Anime version made it much better. I'm like fucking rooting for Sasuke to just kick Naruto's ass. Just on the taijutsu is so good.
Bro, his
Sasuke's the guy.
taijutsu is
Everyone has to root
mediocre.
for him.
Like people are saying Naruto has great taijutsu. Only thing he does is basically spam shadow clones and gang up on you.
Yeah.
He does fucking Rasengan.
Now Sasuke is the true hero, man. He's so sick. I rate him over.
Well, you
Lee
think
for
about
anything,
it.
man.
Who else does that?
Stebo, you can't really talk until you take off that fake
Oh.
ass shines from your DP.
Yeah.
Stop hating on Fairy Tail.
Nah, it's all right. I got you, Steve. I got you, bro.
Fairy Tail is greatness, by the way. Just throwing it out there.
Okay, we're going to talk about. I'm sorry, there's a ban on fairy tale talk in
There are
this.
2 things on
You just
Fairy
hating Fairy Tail.
Can't even hear you,
Tale.
Nikki. Can't even hear you.
Yeah.
So Darren's gonna be kicked off the team. So
Wait, what?
Because the other thing about Fairy Tail I like. One is the fact that the Fairy Tale, I don't know, I think the title itself is kind of misleading.
Blah 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 blah. Fairy tale cannot be spoken of. I apologize.
all right, so we're in a One Piece stream, so we should probably save the fairy tale stuff for
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
Man, we
saying.
just spent 20 minutes talking about Naruto, Zoro.
Exactly.
No, the fairy tale hate is real. The fairy tale hate is
That's what I'm saying.
You don't want them to win either.
Think about that. It's not good about the fan service back and forth every day. Like you see Fairy Tail, you know that chapter's gonna have fan service. I'm like, I don't mind fan service, but give it to me at that 20%. But give me action. Don't forget give me fan service 20.
They always draw nice boobs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
In Japan, they always draw nice boobs. But it's like, come on, man.
And when you compare Fairy Tail and Naruto, like Naruto, it was called Naruto.
Don't compare them two, please.
Fairy Tail itself.
Please don't compare them because they're two different series.
Don't.
That's like asking One Piece to have freaking.
Can someone kick this guy out? Like, he's not listening.
The first the character in the main series. Who was the main character? It was Lucy. It's Lucy's story, but then it basically morphed towards everyone. It's all about Natsu now.
That's why you can't call it freaking Lucy.
Well, it's still Lucy telling the story.
It's Lucy telling the story of a fairy tale.
She should be the main character, but the one you're seeing, it's just
dude. She is the main character.
She is.
Hey guys,
guys, come on.
Hold on a second. Guys.
We still see Lucy. I mean, it's not like she fell by the wayside.
Exactly.
She's still a major player.
What do you think? What do you guys think about Kaido? It basically going to the Reverie and taking Shirahoshi.
You're mine now, girl.
Dude, for real.
If that happens,
that'd be crazy.
One Piece is king for the next 15 generations.
was always
who's stopping him? If he does that, who's stopping him?
One Piece was always.
Not even Urouge is stopping you now, Shirahoshi.
That's my bitch.
And then he just jumps off Marijoa, swims all the way down to Fish Island.
Yo, could you imagine? Could you imagine he ends up fucking up? Like, he tries to bring down Shirahoshi down to the surface, yeah? And he ends up fucking killing her by accident.
Oh
my god.
That would be terrible.
He's like, yo, if I survive this fall, you should.
Whoops, I accidentally landed on your head. Oops. Just like, dang.
Okay, I want to know something because I already asked that. Who's gonna win between the fight between Kizaru and Enel?
Urouge.
Okay. Oh my god.
Kizaru
bringing this up. Enel, man. Oh my god. Why do you guys not understand? It's Enel.
Guys. Who's that? Wait. Let's just get that. Who's the NL people? Just be like, you think
there should be no NL people.
I don't even care if I'm on my own.
Look at my profile.
Nah, stop it, One Vision. Stop it. Stop
it, man.
Look at my profile.
So it's only Morass. It's only Morass and One Vision, right? No one else thinks that. Morass and only One Vision.
It has to be.
Yep.
So we got two people voting for Enel, right?
Like, yo, Enel's literally my favorite villain in the entire series. Like, one of my favorite characters, but, like, come on, guys. Like, there's no way.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no way. Like, Enel's super OP, but...
Speed of light.
No.
That's the whole thing.
He ain't
it's
losing,
light
bro.
speed.
He is losing. No, he's not losing. No.
It's unfortunate. It is unfortunate. Like,
are you
he's
talking
literally
about
one of my favorite characters.
Are you talking about Enel and Skypea? Are you talking about Enel?
Yeah, Enel. Well, actually,
maybe
if it was like
me say
post
this.
time skip version, like obviously the pre time skip version is gonna get wrecked. But
Of course.
if he was to come now, then he's winning, man.
I don't know. Because, I mean,
hold on.
what level would his hockey be at?
No, Kizaru is one lazy ass motherfucker.
Okay. Let's do it like
Not
this.
for real, though.
You guys also gotta understand.
Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. Let's put their physical. Let's put their physical capabilities on the same level.
Oh, just by their double print, you're saying who would win?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, it's clearly
Enel.
Well, Enel can transform and he can do that giant electric ball thingy. So I'm.
Yeah, if you get hit electric,
and he can restart his heart when he's defeated. He can restart his heart.
And Enel can revive himself.
I'm pretty sure that every Logia
He can restart his heart.
Exactly, he can revive himself. Like
every
he can be
Logia.
alive.
No, not
Oh
every
my
Logia
God.
has
Oh
that.
my
no.
Lord.
That was
Oh
literally
my
only
God.
specific to him because he was
Yes,
lightning.
because
Like
he's
he
lightning.
shocks, he
It
used
was
his
like a
lightning to
defibrillator.
do it.
Yeah, he made himself a
Defibrillator,
defibrillator by
Exactly. That's what.
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the big transformation thing.
The big. He
I
means the
mean,
thing
we
that
haven't
destroys the island.
Nah, no, he's talking about when he turns into like almost like you know how
Buddha form.
Sengoku. Yeah, exactly how Sengoku looks like.
Oh,
that.
okay.
I don't think
Yeah.
every
Nah.
Logia has a form like that.
I'm
No.
talking about like people.
I mean,
comparable to
especially
him
one
in
that's
terms of
not,
devil fruit
especially one
mastery.
that's not as harmful as his. Though, think about it, like him. You can't touch him like that because it's if he's in that form and you touch him, you're
Do you
dead.
think you would be able to touch Kizaru in his giant monkey form?
Bro.
He just said Kizaru giant monkey form canon. That's what I heard.
Nah, man.
His name translates to yellow monkey.
No, I know yellow monkey. I know, but it's just like canon. You know, like you gonna fight me on it, guy? Like,
Hey, I'm
That's
gonna
an
point this out.
awakening.
One vision. You always make the point out of how sick Kizaru would be awakened. Like, if you remember Punk Hazard, how it looked. Imagine
that wasn't me that said that. That was DGK.
Oh, okay.
Get your facts right, Nikki.
My bad.
Get your facts
Sound
right, boy.
like-
Get your facts right, boy.
I'm sure. Actually, I'm sure you said it.
That's
Nah,
how it works back
that
then.
was DGK.
Let's go down the
But
list.
it's true though. That would be OP. But then imagine if like Enel did that same
Who's playing a guitar?
I think
No, it's nice. It's
I
nice.
literally heard DGK like when the guitar went off. I saw his mic going off. So that's all I know. Yeah, DGK trying to throw shade on me? Nah.
But so let's go down the list, right? Well, I'll show you his mic. So Heavens, who do you think? Enel versus Kizaru? And the end
You
of
don't say
series.
Enel, you're gone.
You
You don't say Enel, you're gone.
Wrong answer. You're gone from the crew.
No. EOS. No. I'm gonna here. Let me say my answer. EOS. Honestly, Enaru could probably beat Kizaru just because of his abilities and his mantra. And his mantra and his transformations and his techniques. They're both.
Who's this saying? Is that Nikki talking? Hold on.
No, they're not.
They're both light speed of light.
They aren't both
You can't
light
just
speed.
say the speed of light.
No, for real, light
Enel
speed
is lightning.
different, dude.
Is it?
Lightning is like
Enel is
also
lightning
like
speed.
energy. It is like Kizaru is light itself. So you could say they're
Hey, Juan, you better stop that.
But
They're literally both almost equal.
They aren't both almost equal.
How is that?
Light and lightning is ridiculously far apart, dude.
Oh my God.
All right, but hold on.
No, you guys
I don't
didn't
think you're
understand what I said.
understanding,
I
though,
said
like, hold on, wait, I don't
has
think
lightning
I
and
don't
a
think
light is
mantra.
faster. I think light is faster than light.
It is. It is. Yes, it is.
Yeah,
I'm
it is.
Light's
saying,
ridiculous.
Listen, though. Light is way faster. Light is way
faster. I'm saying
in a
mantra.
fight, that shit isn't gonna help you that much because it's just
Exactly.
not like I can't explain this anymore. He needs to break down before he can do all of this shit.
Exactly.
I don't know why you're not understanding.
What do you
that.
mean?
Exactly.
If he's moving
But
like 1 million times faster than a guy, he's
Exactly.
still got like another like 10
All
million.
right,
like,
hold
whatever,
on.
1
No,
million
wait.
seconds to
Right,
move.
Nikki, wait for a second, yeah.
You have to
You got
understand.
someone at lightning speed. If you have to break down for a second beforehand, that lightning speed is gonna blitz you, especially with his.
Why is it
mantra
a
as well.
second though? One
That's
bit. Why is it a
insane.
whole second?
Why is it?
Why is
Alright,
it that he moved?
I'm not saying it's a whole second, but when you're moving at these types of speeds, any delay like that is gonna go against you.
No,
Not
here,
only- not
listen
only
like this.
that,
Listen,
no,
listen.
Think about this, yeah. Why do PC gamers make sure that their monitors only have like a little
Okay, I
millisecond?
understand.
That
I
shit
understand.
matters.
But
That
this is all
shit
I'm trying to
matters.
say. If he's moving at light speed, which is
Oh,
so...
no,
hold on,
no,
don't cut me off, Hold on.
Let him say his point.
I just want to say this one thing. If he's
Let
moving
him
at light
speak.
speed, right? And he has to I'm going to assume that he has to break down, and it takes a long time for him, right? A long time to light speed is nothing. He can break down and then he can literally form himself again and re-break down
But you
before
forgot the
lightning can
facts.
react. That's what I'm trying to say.
You forgot the fact that he has to
No,
move
but
over
then-
a straight line.
But then that's what I'm
Yes,
saying.
but that's what I'm saying.
When you
Even if
factor
he
in
moves
his
in a straight
mantra
line,
to be able, when you factor in his mantra to be able to think a step ahead,
Exactly.
then that's when it gets disgusting.
But does Kizaru not have observation haki too?
Yeah, but he doesn't have mantra.
Yeah, but it's not on the same
Mantra
level
is
as
observation
this,
haki. It's the exact same
Here's something.
It's the same thing, but Enel's Enel's fruit amplifies it, so it's a lot better than the normal person.
You guys aren't even looking at Enel's feet. You're just saying, "Oh, Kizaru's like this."
But Enel said it himself. Enel said himself. His observation haki is so good. He can see with his power of the devil fruit. He can feel everything.
Exactly.
Wait.
So when you're using that in a fight, in a fight with two people at this speed, like him basically having to break down with Enel being able to be a step ahead anyway, it kind of levels out the playing field. No matter how much faster light is, it levels it.
Here's something I just found out. Like, it's on Google. I'm gonna get the short version. It says here that lightning travels at 186,000 miles per second, while light travels at 299,792,400.
Wait.
Numbers so that they can see how much bigger the number is.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't think they're hearing it.
Astro come with those facts. Go on, Astro. Ooh.
And you also have to consider that Luffy wasn't that fast pre-time skip, but he was able to blitz Enel with his haki.
No, the only thing I saw was that
everyone was nerfed pre-time skip.
That
definitely was a fact.
True, I do agree with that. I do agree with those guys.
Yeah, but we're talking about EOS.
But it happened.
We're talking about end of
EOS,
season.
right? Okay, EOS. They're gonna EOS. Kizaru's gonna be is already awakened. Obviously, he'll be getting a bit stronger.
Yeah, that's what I'm
right?
saying.
So then he's gonna be a beast anyway. Like he can probably even move faster.
Also, I thought I mentioned this before. Kizaru was just like chilling, going easy. But if he went all out, I don't think he would stop for a second and then move with his light speed.
He's just moving.
But he can't just move at light speed constantly.
Okay, he can't just move at light speed because you're saying he can only move in a straight line, right?
No, because he can't just keep doing it constantly.
Why can't he just keep doing that?
Because you see him fight, he has to create the mirror and everything to move.
No. Remember when Marco
does that one?
When Marco kicked him, when Marco kicked him, he just dematerialized and
went into light form. That's it.
Yeah,
then appeared in front of him.
He was just going. He was still chill, like at that point.
Yeah, but he has to come out of light.
In no way compares to Enel's speed, though. Marco's speed.
How does it not compare to Enel's speed when he's tens of times
Look
faster?
at what Enel is. I'm saying Marco's speed doesn't compare to Enel.
Okay.
Yeah,
you guys are using Marco as an example. I'm saying Marco's speed doesn't compare to Enel.
Yeah.
That's why. Look, I understand what you're saying about Enel being extremely fast. I'm not taking that away from him. But then I'm saying when you compare it to someone who is this fast himself, plus his mantra, like it just stacks. Like it seriously stacks.
I don't know. I thought I heard you say everyone was nerfed in Vision.
Wait, what did you say?
We're talking
end of
series. We're not talking 3 times ago.
Yeah, end of series.
Wait, say that again. Say that again. I can't hear him.
No, I was trolling.
I think Kizaru's fighting style might focus around speed. I think it'll be something like the fourth Hokage, to where with the Flying Thunder God Jutsu, he was the fastest shinobi in the world. It was like instant teleportation, but even without that, he was still the fastest shinobi in the world.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be the same thing with Kizaru. Like, it's not going to be close to light speed when he's moving without his devil fruit ability, but I think he's still going to be extremely fast.
But that's the thing. Like, whenever he uses his light speed to travel,
but that's
he has
speculation.
To dematerialize and then rematerialize right.
But the whole thing you're saying, okay, he dematerializes and rematerializes.
Yeah.
But if he can perceive everything at a light speed because he is light, he should be able to do that within fractions of a second. That's what I'm trying to say. It should be so fast. All I'm saying is it should be so fast that, like, let's say he's going for a punch and he sees that Enel read his movement and Enel's actually trying, like, for example, if you guys saw like Dragon Ball Super, when Hit's doing his little time leap thing, right? And Goku has to start predicting it. And he starts doing attacks like where he knows Hit will be. Kizaru should be able to move so fucking fast, dude. That like literally as soon as he sees that he's changing his and now would be changing his attack to where he will be, he would just move because he can react to that. That's what I'm trying to say.
Though, like I know what you're saying about if he perceives at light speed, he can react to it that fast, right? But then Here's what I'm gonna say, right? You are like the fastest thinker in the world, and you've been given a computer to code something, yeah? You type that shit out in a millisecond, you press enter, it starts loading, but your computer's slow as fuck. Just the fact that just because you can perceive and do all of this work in an instant, it doesn't mean that your abilities can do the same thing. So he may be able to like react to these things in his mind, but his body won't be able to.
No, I don't see why Kizaru would be slower. I don't see why his body would be.
I'm not saying that he's slow. I'm just saying that no, because he can see shit happening. Oh, see, I can't even explain this. Like, have you like in Dragon Ball Z, right? There are times where Goku, he knows that an enemy is about to attack him,
but he can't get out of the way.
Move in time.
That's what I'm trying to say. That is exactly my point. That's the point I've been trying to make. If he moves so much faster, if he's moving so much faster, Enel shouldn't be able to keep up with him.
Basically, in short, what Dan's saying is,
if he's moving, even if he can perceive that Enel's about to attack him, that's even if he like sees that Enel's about to go to where his body will end up, he still has to break down again.
So which is fine because he can do it within
react to it.
Because of how fast light moves, it would be fractions of a second. Enel wouldn't be able to catch him before he re-breaks down. That's my point. Like Enel might even have.
It kind of cancels itself out because then, if he's already perceived that Enel is about to attack him, so he stops and then changes. But then Enel's mantra catches wind that he's about to change direction, so he stops and changes. It kind of cancels itself out.
It doesn't cancel out because of the difference in sheer speed. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a point real quick in the chat because someone just put out here, Miles, like, so how can Rayleigh keep up with Kizaru with no devil fruit?
Because his hockey's that OP.
But that's what I'm trying to say.
Nah, you think?
And
All I'm saying, if you think Enel's about to have like Rayleigh level hockey
on that level,
you think Enel's gonna have?
No. We're saying his observations.
Yes,
his observations.
And Rayleigh is extremely fast.
You think his observation's better than Rayleigh?
At the end of the series.
Yes, end of season it will be. Yes.
I think so too.
End of series.
Honestly,
Enel
I think so too.
On another level of hockey or observation.
Rayleigh's kind of like
Enel's observation.
We're thinking observation.
That was exactly my point.
That's what I was trying to say with One Vision over here because you guys
and Usopp.
Like, whatever. And I was just like, what?
I think Enel and Usopp might have the best observation in the series.
Yeah, it's possible.
Enel under Usopp, but that's possible.
Enel, Usopp, and Sanji.
Yo.
Don't forget Fujitora.
We spent like 15 minutes talking about speed. We never even got to the point where like if they actually hit each other, what is it gonna do?
Yeah, I was actually thinking that. I was considering that because I was thinking, is it kind of like a Smoker situation?
I think Enel's gonna be fucking thrown back onto the moon like a cannonball, like a rocket.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe
Are they going to cancel each other out?
It's faster than light.
That's what I'm saying, Stebo. Like maybe none of them.
The fact that
if he's kicking at that speed, then yeah, it will hurt him.
When it comes to space itself, light basically rules over it.
Do they cancel each other out with the double fruits and they just brawl?
I don't think they cancel each other out. Like one would have to win. It would be like the Blackbeard versus Ace thing. Like one of them would just be stronger than the other, and they'd win.
No, I'm talking about with the devil fruits specifically. I'm not talking.
No, I
about
know. Like
even
the devil
light fruit gets over the lightning.
Well, the fire fruit cancels out the smoke fruit, and vice versa, and the same thing with the ice devil fruit.
But you're talking about electricity and water then.
Electricity
that's different. That's different.
So
electricity and water, that would be a weakness, not canceling each other out.
Yeah, that's not canceling. Like we're talking about like the smoker and
equal. I'm talking about like their devil fruits are equal. No, they can't hurt one another.
They won't cancel.
Yeah, I think one of them would be stronger. Like I think the light one would just, in terms of power, like pure destructive power, I think it would overpower it. Like unless like Enel, like for example, like when he did Raigo, his strongest attack. Like, if he does something like that, I don't think, like, one little beam of light is going to equal it and beat it out. But, like, that attack took a little bit of time to charge up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you're taking Enel's weakest attack and Kizaru's weakest attack, I think Kizaru wins.
All right, guys, you know what? I think... Yeah, let's how about this? We'll save this for another discussion.
Stuff like Enel restarting his heart.
Yeah.
Okay, how about this? Why don't we save this for another discussion? Wait, hold on, Nikki, wait.
Nikki's not having it.
Yeah, we'll have a discussion. We'll have a discussion in the near future, maybe in a week or two. We'll talk Enel versus Kizaru. Everyone gets your own list. why you think Enel is stronger than Kizaru, vice versa. We'll do that in a week or two. That way we can finally settle the matter.
Can I say one thing, please?
It won't be settled.
Can I say one thing, please? Okay,
Go ahead.
I just want to know. I just want to know when Enel does the thing on the whole island. You know, the straight beam. Can Kizaru avoid that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Like, bro.
You
If you want.
I mean, the only way I see him not avoiding it is if like they were at the same distance as Enel was when he did it to the people. Like, say if Kizaru doesn't see it coming at all, then I don't think he's avoiding it.
Yeah, like they're fighting on that island, just the two of them, and he's doing it straight away on that island where the two are fighting.
No, I think Kizaru can avoid that.
Is basically absorbing any type of light.
All right, guys. You know, look, we'll say this for another time because we're pretty much done. So, you want to handle the outro?
Yeah. So, anyone that's still watching, like the video if you did, and subscribe if you haven't already. So, we do streams like this all the time. When was the last one we did? Like yesterday, I think.
Yeah, I think it was yesterday.
We do streams like this.
We on the come up, baby.
For real. So if you don't subscribe, you'll be missing out.
Because every time you guys sell to us, you will get another stream. That's just how it works.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like the video, and all of our Twitter handles are in the description.
Thanks for being here, guys.
Follow us on there. We tweet out the streams every time that we start streaming and everything.
You'll know who's there.
And also thanks to Ashru and Escape Player to join the group.
Just call him Escape.
Just Escape. Okay, cool.
All right.
Outer Haven?
Yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
Say again?
Disperse.
No, wait. Disperse, man. Why would it be assemble?